Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes. I'm the kingpin.
Yeah, I've been talking on damn mute. Ain't that some bullshit? Okay, Mike Biggs Boxing. Y'all subscribe to Mike Biggs Boxing and Edgar Chavez. What's going on, y'all? What's happening, my brother? My 300 is in the house. Cop killer. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else up in here. Okay, so far that's it. 300 Calvin Ringo is in the house. You know what I'm saying? My real, 300 is up in the house, man. Yeah, let me tell y'all something, man. This whole thing has been killing me, man, because I had to, go take a load right just when this shit was announced. I had to take it on down. I had to take a load down, and we were cooking pretty good that day, man. Before I had to got the call and stuff, man. I said, man, everybody gonna be jumping on this news and everything, and then check this out. Then I got hit with the double whammy. You know what I'm saying? They had the interview. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford, bro, on First Take with Stephen A, man. That shit was off the chain, bro. And I know it wasn't much. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm over the top with it, but bro, This is Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. We're talking about some shit that we've been imagining in our minds, like we're like little nerds or some shit. We're action figures and shit. Like we got the two little GI Joes and shit, or you know what I'm saying? And, hey, you got them fighting and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we finally get to see, what I'm saying, what a little interview face off or pre-interview face off look like between these two guys. And man, that's what I wanted to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, what impression did you guys get from that first take face off? You know what I'm saying? I was so busy, you know what I'm saying, while I'm out on the route trying to put in, you know what I'm saying, little snippets and stuff on my shorts. And I appreciate you guys because a lot of you guys like really, support my shorts and everything. But I'm so busy trying to get up content. I really didn't have time to really enjoy the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'd be clipping it up, but you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like sit down on the interview, I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, really get to enjoy it. And I said, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the interview, like, who you thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like took control. And then when I go back on it, you know what I'm saying? And I want some people to get up in here so we can all talk about it because we're going to all give our takes on what this means, you know what I'm saying? Or what, you know what I'm saying, what the optics look like, you know what I'm saying, for the fight. Because, man, from what I'm looking at, it's like, they both of them are confident guys, you know what I'm saying? So you can't like read too much into the shit. But I'm just saying for like, so what did, maybe one of you guys are like, some kind of psychic guru or some shit, and maybe y'all gleaned some shit from it. But from what I look like, Errol Spence Jr. look like he mean business, bro. That motherfucker, like he finally got this shit and he finna take the advantage of this moment. Look like we're gonna see some mean spirited ass whipping. And I don't think it's not gonna be any boxing, what I'm saying, going down in this mug, man. I just get the sense that you know what I'm saying? You remember on Clash of the Titans where they said release the Kraken, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going to really happen. You know what I'm saying? I think they're about to release the Kraken, and I think they're going to get it on and popping. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going to happen, man. I mean, I'm just uh, I'm just like looking at Errol Spence Jr. demeanor, bro. And he's just kind of like all up in the goddamn camera. He boxing out all the space in the motherfucking camera. I'm just like, he just dead fucking serious. Just like, you're like, bro, you done fucked up now. And that I just kind of, he had that, you done fucked up, right? Kind of face, you know what I'm saying, in the mirror. And I was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? For one, just to be blown away by just them two being there, and then just looking at how they're going to interact, and you looking at Spence's face is like Spence is ready, man. He's like he was just waiting for him to make that mistake of signing that contract, bro. And the time is here. And then I looked at Crawford, what I'm saying, and Crawford just looked like kind of like his old self. He didn't look, super nervous or nothing. You know how he is in the interview. He's always like nonchalant, like what I'm saying, like you remember like back when you was in college and you was trying to on the ball before you see a chick you like, what I'm saying, you just being nonchalant. You don't want to let her know that you're too interested because look like every time Errol Spence Jr. was talking, he'd be scratching his chin or his beard, or he'd be like he's about to yawn or some shit, and they turned the camera. I don't know if anybody peeped that, but they turned the camera away from Crawford reaction anytime EJ spoke because he's like a little petty asshole. You know what I'm saying? He always doing like little, you know what I'm saying? Like a high school kid probably would, like some nonverbal, you know what I'm saying? Just just doing all that nonchalant shit, making faces and shit instead of just being professional. But I picked up on it, and they snapped that camera right over to EJ. But every time EJ spoke, every time he spoke, man, he meant business, bro. He don't have like EJ, he don't expound upon things, and people read a lot into what he's saying. Like when he said the easy route, so people was able to run with that because he didn't elaborate on what he was saying. So like when he said, "I'm stepping," I know we understood what he was saying, and I think they be understanding. But if you don't elaborate upon your point, then people can run with the narratives. You know what I'm saying? And he, I thought that was like really intense. I think he's like at a loss for word at this point because we done said so much about this fight, and it's just been so much thrown at Errol Spence Jr. that I think he just say, "Hey, man, when I hit the ring, I'm stepping. I'm coming straight to you. You know how I do." And that's how he really does it. You know what I'm saying? He just come at you. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, JB Sports?
What's going on, Paul Counter?
Oh, nothing much, man. I'm just trying to describe the moment of this first interaction between Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, and Errol Spence Jr., man. What was your impression of this thing, man?
Yeah, it was a very interesting interview of the two fighters. Errol Spence Jr., like you said, sounded real confident. He said, I'm getting in the ring and I'm going to be stepping. And he said, hopefully Crawford be stepping too. So basically, insinuating that Crawford, don't get on your bicycle. Don't try to run. Let's get in the middle of the ring. Let's bang it out. And let's see who the last man standing, either at the end of the 12 rounds or if somebody gets stopped, man. That's basically what he was telling them. And Terrence Crawford sounded confident too. He said, look, Errol
Mm-hmm.
Spence Jr. believe in his style. I believe in my style. We'll see what happens. But, I think both guys are very confident. They should be confident. They're both undefeated. They're both world champions. And in my opinion, they're the top two guys pound for pound. So this is going to be a great, great matchup. Much anticipated. We've been talking about this fight for at least 4 years. And it's going to be one of those fights where, you can make a prediction on who you think going to win, but you really don't know. It's a true 50-50 fight. And it's going to boil down to, in my opinion, can Terrence Crawford take away Errol Spence Jr.'s jab? If he's not able to do that, he's not beating Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr., everything that he does is off the jab. He has the best jab in boxing, in my opinion, a very thudding jab. It sets up the left hand. It allows him to close distance and go to the body and break you down and break your will. And if Terrence Crawford can't take away that jab, he's going to lose the fight. But if he's able to take away that jab and nullify that jab, then he'll have a strong chance to win the fight.
What's going on, Master Khalid in the building? My brother, the Savant, up in the building. What's going on, my brother? Now, when you saw this interview, because this thing been running rampant in our minds. What is the first little, what I'm saying? Like, is these niggas they gonna be bickering? Like two niggas with Jerry curls back in the day. Two gangbangers or something. Or is this gonna be like some kind of calm down thing? So we finally got to get a little peek into it, and it was just kind of like it was underwhelming, but it was still exciting because of we got the fight, and it's who they are. You know what I'm saying? But it was really kind of tame, but you kind of had to read the undertones. That's why I had to get here and see what you guys gleaned from this whole thing. But y'all, what you got from it, Master?
Man, from what I seen, Earl is extremely frustrated with this dude.
Mm-hmm.
And Terrence is still being petty as hell. He brought up the
Easy route
shit. And then he got the captain talking about, man, it was very difficult. It was so difficult to make this fight. I mean, he just made me dislike him even more. You know what I'm saying? But that goes to show you the real pedigree as a man of Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence cut them off. He was like, listen, man, we're not talking about nothing that happened before, nothing we hear, we now, let's do this. But this sucker want to go back and talk about some easy route shit. And he know what the man meant when he said easy route. But he listened to these channels, and he listened to all his delusional sick ass fans. And he trying to, and they gassed him up. His fans been gassing him up because they've been pushing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So to me, man, Terrence Crawford just showed how much of a sucker he is. He's a hell of a fighter. He one of the best in the world, but he's a sucker, and I can never respect him. He might even win the fight. I would never be a fan of his, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a sucker, man. And I don't, as a man, I don't like suckers, man. And
So when you looked at EJ and the damn, what we're really like when you look at a nigga, he ain't comb his hair. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is really ready. When a nigga don't comb his hair and he come on TV and he just don't give a fuck, it's like he just been eating hot sauce out the bottle and shit. You know what I'm saying? And old fish cooked in old fish grease and shit, and stomach hurting and shit. And the nigga was just looking in there like, saying, look, man, hey, we just trying to get through this here so I can get on this nigga ass.
Hey,
that's kind of.
But Paul, did you see Errol Instagram post where he had Bomac in the back eating the damn Cheetos?
Bro, hey, I told you it's about to get ghetto than the motherfuckers on July 29th. It's about to
Yeah.
get ghetto than the
Oh
motherfucker,
yeah.
boy.
But
I'm gonna tell
another thing for what y'all was speaking on, for when Earl said, I'm stepping. As soon as I ran, I'm stepping. With the men and the brother knockout boxing, he broke it down, you know what I'm saying, as a Texas dude. He say, man, this Errol going straight at this guy. This about to be ugly.
mm-hmm,
You know, and the the only thing Errol got to look out for is them quick ass check hooks and
mm-hmm,
all them quick ass counters. If Earl can take that boy power and avoid them quick counters and block them counters, Terrence only got a puncher's chance. I mean, listen, Terrence is a great. He's one of the best in the world. But when you're dealing with Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford only has a puncher's chance. That's it. I don't care what nobody say. He cannot beat Errol on those scorecards. He can't do it.
somebody got some background.
You know.
Now, I'm about to introduce the dude who has shut this conversation down. He told you what it was. You know what I'm saying? The man, you know what I'm saying? The legend himself, Ricky Williams. What's going on, Ricky Williams in the building? What's happening?
What's good with your PCB? What's happening, y'all? What's going on, man?
Oh,
Rick A. Peace, God.
You
what's
know, peace to
going
you,
on,
God, man.
Ricky?
I'm stuck in Phoenix. I'm stuck in
What
Phoenix
did
for the
you?
night, man. We had a delay, so
What? What you? I've been there many times, bro. I know what you're feeling. Hey, what did you glean from this, Rick? Because nobody can bring it like you bring it, bro. What you saw? Because you got that insight. You a
man,
sorcerer, bro.
Bud a capper, man. I keep trying to tell you that boy is the king of cap, boy. Bud the king of cap.
Hmm. Did you? What did you take from any mannerisms? Rico, what happened? What's going on, Mike Biggs? What's going on, bro?
Pool County, what's good, my brother? How you doing?
What's good? What you get from this interview, man? I mean, shit, bro. We just all over the place with it, man. Cause we so ready for the damn fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna overanalyze it and everything. So what did you get from it?
Spence, my man Spence on that, man. I'm gonna whoop your ass for making me wait. Shit like
Mm-hmm.
that, bro. You making me wait for this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna step to you quick and fast, and I'm gonna cut the ring off and I'm gonna body your ass. And that's it, man. I got Spence taking him out, bro. I got Mo Bomac throwing in the fish sandwich on this shit, cause he ain't gonna have no
Not a
talent.
fish sandwich. He gonna
Yeah,
throw
he
a
ain't gonna have
fish
no
sandwich
talent
up
with
in that
a
mother.
fish sandwich and
He
hot
gonna throw a
sauce and
fish
grits.
sandwich.
You know what I'm saying? He about to throw the grits at Spence, cause he ain't gonna
Wow.
have
He
no
gonna throw
talent,
grits.
nigga.
So he gonna do the air
He
green
go
shit.
Al Green that
Those
nigga.
grits on, bro.
Yeah, Rick, you got that bad. I know you out there
uh,
in Phoenix. You got to go to
uh,
one of them loves out there, bro. Yeah.
Bud, on the real, Bud ain't ready for this, man. He's not ready for this kind of work. I ain't never seen Bud fight anybody of Spencer's caliber, anybody. And
And, and
I'm not shitting on his record. I'm not shitting on his record, not at all. But he's never fought anybody like Spence.
hey, bro,
Never.
hey, Mike Biggs, I want to touch on that what you just said, because that's
Hold,
a
hold
hell
on,
of a.
before we do, Master. Let's get Rick because he got cut off before. I
Okay.
want to, I want to hear Rick break down because I know he be having limited time. Go ahead, Rick.
My bad, bro. Shout
No, I
out to
know,
the
I know
panel.
where
Shout
you
out to the
at.
platform.
Hmm.
Hey, like I was saying, man, Bud a cap, bro. Like y'all, if y'all don't know this man be lying, bro. I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. Check how this dude be talking. When it wasn't time, when it wasn't go time, right? When it's the fight, da 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 woo woo. This man don't stutter. He don't say everything come out with no problem, bro. But as soon as he get the line, you know, well, you know,
Mm-hmm.
man, come, I'm so excited. He's
Uh-huh.
smiling like. And let me tell y'all something about people, man. Look, you smile when you uncomfortable or you nervous. If ain't no joke been told, right? That's why he's smiling and giddy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what I keep. Man, look, y'all keep saying he the best in the world, right? He one of the best in the world. Lomachenko considered one of the best in the world, and look what happened to him all the time. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all got to remember where these people at, man. That man Bud been at top rank his entire career, bro. They are the masters of matchmaking. The masters. Now, what I want to do, I want to give Bud some credit, right? I want to give Bud credit for being smart enough to walk away and come back and renegotiate. Now, that's not saying I don't know how much that man got. Everybody keep acting like he got a better deal. Who released what deal he got?
Nobody.
Has anybody? Nobody, right? But everybody the Bud fans, they automatically want to insinuate, right, that he got a better deal. Who said he got a better deal?
Yeah, I don't
Who?
see how he did. I mean, it's 50-50, isn't it?
Y'all, that's what they saying, but who said it?
Right.
Y'all
It's
see
all
what I'm saying?
speculation, bro.
You
It's all speculation.
right. You picking up what I'm putting down? You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So it's like it's
Mm-hmm.
just they got a cap for this dude, man. Because don't nobody look, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, on the 29th, this fight ain't gonna look nothing like y'all think it's gonna look, bro. Everybody think it's gonna come out there and be a Hagler versus Turns and a two-sided war. I'm telling y'all, EJ about to walk through this dude, man. Y'all gonna be like, what happened? And watch how quick they turn on Bud, man. Watch how quick they turn on him, bro. Just watch.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, man. This man, like, no matter what, look, what's the question of the fight? It's not that Bud really a better boxer. He ain't no Floyd. Everybody try to make him out like he's Floyd, but he ain't no Floyd. The question is can he knock out Errol? Facts. Let's be honest.
That's
The
facts,
question is,
Ricky. That's facts, Ricky.
right? He knocked out all his opponents at welterweight. He can knock out Errol too, and that's what people banking on. He gonna stop Errol. Look, I'm telling y'all, man. Look, I'm telling, man. Watch when this fight happens, bro. But
Talk to him, Ricky. Talk to him.
he was the better fighter, and we gave the people what they want. It was his night, blah blah blah. I'm telling you, he about to walk through this dude, man.
Nah,
Like
Ricky.
I said, man, y'all.
All Bud
Facts.
fans gonna say he was aged out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna always be something. But it's like I told y'all, man. Bud got one or two options, and this is what people don't understand. Errol Spence, one of the best southpaws in the game, whether you want to give him credit for it or not. He one of the best southpaws in the game. So y'all telling me that Bud gonna out southpaw EJ? That's not gonna happen, right? If
No,
you go
sir.
watch EJ if y'all go fight EJ when he do fight southpaws, he actually get more aggressive. He take their left hand away. You see what I'm saying? And then he pressure that
Mm-hmm.
side and then get you and work you till you can't work you no more, right? The best chance Bud has is to fight orthodox so he can shoot the right hand down the middle. But whenever he
Right.
fight orthodox against lesser fighters than Errol, he get
Mm-hmm.
touched.
Mm-hmm.
What like y'all better hope. That's all I keep saying because I'm not a boxing expert. I'm not Cleo. See me for your free meeting, right? Y'all better hope Bud Power is legit against a real pro.
Hey,
Y'all better
Ricky.
hope.
Hey, Ricky and Poole. Can I? Because I'm not a boxing expert either. But can I get y'all opinion on this? Because this is just my thoughts. When you a switch hitter, you might be better at one stance than you is at the other stance, but that don't make you supreme in one stance, in my opinion. And by Errol being a straight southpaw, that makes him supreme in southpaw. Which stance is Bud supreme in? Because like Ricky just said, when he in orthodox, he be getting fucked up. He only switch and BFTB say this too. He only switch when he getting fucked up. So he switched the angle
Mm-hmm.
on him. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think he's like supreme in either stance. He's a great boxer, so because he can box from both stances and he know, okay, this ain't working. Let me do this. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that that Errol is supreme in that southpaw stand, and I don't think that Bud can see him in the southpaw or orthodox. What y'all think about that?
Well, I think it's like Derek James. Remember when Derek James said switching is stupid?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He said it was stupid. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He said, what's the whole point of it? He said, if you prepare for it, he said it's not going to be something that's going to be a factor in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And we know that like when you look at the level of competition, right, and you look at the quality of opponents, nobody's able to take advantage of Terrence Crawford because they can't equal his athletic ability and his timing. But but like I always say, when you go to the basketball court, you always find somebody who's just as fast as you, somebody who's taller than you, somebody who's strong as you, and they can get with you. But see, what Terrence has been able to do, and I think Ricky said this in the past, you know what I'm saying, good matchmaking. You know what I'm saying? He's a product of good matchmaking. He's always more athletic than anybody he ever fights. You know what I'm saying? That means he can run, circles around him, and he can pick his spots. He can do what he want to do. But when the more you go up in competition, I'm talking about real competition, somebody who can match your abilities. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is, and somebody who has punch resistance, has a chin, and somebody who's got determination and willpower. I think this is the problem for Bud, because after remember when Green Machine hit Terrence Crawford, and
Yeah.
he couldn't even take advantage of what he just done. He couldn't even take advantage of it. And Bud just started, clowning and doing all this dramatic, changing levels and doing his gloves, and he'll get a good look here, and he was just punking them out. He was punking Green Machine out. He can't do that with EJ. You know what I'm saying? After he get hurt, once he get hurt, EJ gonna stay on your ass, and he don't care about what you trying to do or whatever look you trying to give him. Because I seen Sean Porter do that shit. Sean Porter was ruthless, and he just hit. Man, I mean, it was a point in the fight where Porter was getting it in, boy, and Errol just was giving it right back to him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Terrence Crawford has ever fought somebody with that kind of attrition or that kind of mano type of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's just as strong, somebody who can take advantage of when he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a problem. It's going to be interesting to see how he react. You know what I'm saying, to that all that switching stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think that's out the window. And think about this too, fellas. Errol Spence Jr. is a true southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Terrence might be great in southpaw, but when you're talking about somebody who fought southpaw the entire life, that's all they did. It's gonna be interesting to see how can he offset.
That's the point I was making. Pull apart me though.
But that's how. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how he offsets that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gives Terrence Crawford this mythical intelligence. They give him a mythical, just because when you athletic, yeah, you look incredible. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're fighting the dudes he fought. Why you think he didn't fight Danny Garcia? See, I mean, you got to look at the people he didn't fight. It tells a lot about Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight people people with strong wills like a Danny. You can't break Danny mentally. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Errol did. Errol broke
well,
his ass.
well, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to beat his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put them hands on him. You can't just stay on the outside nitpicking and shit like that. Because he got a hard body, he's got a hard chin. So that seemed to be a recipe that Terrence Crawford staying away from. And he didn't fight Keith Thurman, somebody who can move in the ring, somebody who's athletic, somebody who can move their feet, somebody who's smart and intelligent. You know what I'm saying? He might have beat all them guys, but he stayed away from them because it was a level up. You know what I'm saying? He stayed away from Ugas because of his mental will, his mental toughness. And you knew, see, because these are the kind of guys that you got to break down, except for Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? He's just super intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Guys who could possibly beat him. You know what I'm saying? He stayed away from them dudes. Now, see, if he would have fought any of those guys, nobody would be thinking like this about Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll be solidified. But he stayed away from them guys. Then he put the propaganda out there that the PBC don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? But we saw what was going on. None of the deals worked with none of them dudes that could have got with him on his level. See what I'm saying? He stuck with the dudes that he knew he could outmove. He had the faster reflexes. He already got the longer arms. You know what I'm saying? So he could sleepwalk through them dudes. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
My bad.
No, you good. Go ahead.
And Stephen A. Smith, the sucker, he was disrespecting the hell out of Errol in that. He was on there, pumping Bud up and all.
He was disrespectful.
He was disrespecting the hell out of Errol, and Errol was frustrated, but Errol kept his composure like a man. See, Bud can't do that. That's the thing. Like, Bud did an interview with Gilly the Kid on the $1 Million Worth of Game or whatever, And
Yep.
Gilly told him, he said, listen, man, you more accomplished, but Earl fought the better competition. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
You know,
Bud didn't like that. Bud didn't
Bud
like
did
that.
not. He was eating. Bud started eating a banana because he ain't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. For real. He started eating a
That's
banana. He
crazy.
did
Man,
not like that shit.
Wait a minute. That's a strong insinuation, like a monkey or something like that.
No.
man,
Nah, I'm
Hey,
just fucking with you. I'm
That
just
is
fucking with
shit.
no,
you.
pull. Let me tell you why I say eating a banana. Bud is from Nebraska, right? You seen the movie Belly? Remember that sucker snitch dude?
Oh
That was eating
yeah,
banana.
yep.
with the female
Oh
hat.
I
wow.
don't
All
like
right.
I
that.
All
don't
right.
like that
I'm gonna
Makes
shit.
drop
sense.
a dime on them.
Makes
I don't
sense.
like
I
that
ain't
shit.
I'm
Them
gonna
niggas
talk.
rolling
I don't like
real
that shit.
good. Them niggas rolling real good.
Yeah, them niggas rolling
Eating
real good. I don't like
eating
that shit.
bananas. I got that analogy, bro. Go ahead,
Oh,
keep
I know
going.
you did, bro.
I don't like that shit. I'm gonna have to drop a
I said,
dime on
Bud, I
them
don't like
niggas.
that shit.
You know I had to get to that, boy. Hey, I'm gonna drop a dime on them niggas.
Yes, sir.
Nigga was smack. The funny little side note. The funny thing is, he was trying to mess the movie up because he wanted to be. I
Yes.
think he wanted
Yep.
to be the belly character. He said he was trying to
Yep.
mess up the scene, and he said that shit went platinum. You know what I'm saying? The
Yep.
part he did, he said
Yep.
he came out there to mess it up because he was pissed he didn't get the lead role.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I just thought that was funny as hell. And shit, that
Yeah.
shit ended up becoming a culture classic, bro.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's Terrence Crawford all day. That's him all day, bro. Like every
Mm-mm.
time I hear this dude talk, that's him. Like when he did the interview with K Abdul when she was asking him, you know what I'm saying, about him, and he kept bringing up Errol. She like, well, since you brought up Errol Spence, she got to talking,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, well, what do you think his signature wins is? And he got to going. Then he started discrediting him. She was like, you're going to give him all that and then take it all away. She caught that boy hating in real
Yep.
time. And
Hey.
it's
Hold
on
on,
video.
y'all. I just want to tell my boy Gantz, you're a wrench on my phone, bro. I just want to tell Gantz that, say, yeah, you still a mod. I don't know why you showing blue on my phone. So I just wanted to let him know. Hmm. Go ahead, fellas.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead. Somebody else. Yeah. You want to build on that.
I don't know,
Mm.
man. Hey,
What,
Bud is
what's
great,
going
man.
on, David? What's going on, David Taylor? You came in. What you think about all this, man? What you got from the first impression, man? 'Cause I was so damn just geeked up for it, man. And I was just looking at EJ, the way he was staring, the way his confidence, what I'm saying, the way he was just keeping it simple, what I'm saying, and he did it so well that Crawford, he kind of like mimicked the same thing that Errol was saying, like, what I'm saying,
Definitely.
he didn't put nothing extra on it.
Terrence
Um,
did a lot of smiling. I don't know if anyone
Listen,
noticed that.
in
well,
my
he tried to
opinion,
get
yo,
in. He tried to get in a dig, but with the easy route thing. But
Yeah,
he
he's a
dismantled
dickhead.
that himself. We said, well, you had to handle your business. You went and got your belts, and you went and did that. So he understood what he meant.
But
You know
Earl
what I'm
came
saying?
out respectfully, and he just first thing he said was some bullshit. I don't know. Weird.
this is my take on it,
The
yo.
nigga was eating a banana.
The fight, the fight, the fight is going the opposite way. I do not think that this is going to be what Spence asked for. When it comes to Crawford, he don't give you what you asked for. He's never going to give you what you asked for. So my thing is with Spence was like, let's stand and bang. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Crawford is not going to stand and bang. As a matter of fact, I think Crawford's
He
going to.
said he was.
Fuck no. He's saying that. Listen. That's not going to happen because I don't think Crawford. Number one, in my opinion, Crawford fights a lot. He uses a lot of footwork. He uses way more footwork than Errol does.
But
Because
Errol
Errol,
cut that ring off.
Not lately, man. I don't
Errol
know.
gonna
Not
cut
Yeah, he's
that
been
lately.
ring
more in the
off.
pocket lately, though. He's been more in the pocket. He ain't been moving like he was
Yeah, not
footwork
lately.
wise.
Errol gonna cut
I
that
don't
ring
know.
off. Period.
Errol gonna cut the ring off on him.
I'm gonna tell you like
They're
this.
gonna fight. They're gonna fight.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I
When you
ain't- I
have
ain't-
high level competition like this, Errol gonna run into some shit
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because he's that
definitely.
good. He's
Yeah.
that good. The problem is Terrence Crawford ain't used to operating at a high level for a long period of time like this. Nobody has
Right,
ever
right.
forced him. Nobody ever forced him to fight. The thing about Errol Spence Jr. and I always say this on my channel, he makes you fight 3 minutes of every round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yes,
We,
correct.
we can go and look at the Danny Garcia fight, the Ugas fight. He keep that. See, that's why he get hit because
He
he
moves
throws a
forward because he
because
moves
he
forward.
throws 100 punches around. He's gonna keep scoring. That's why when I look at a lot of people in the boxing world, or people who just love Terrence Crawford like that, say they tell he's the better boxer. Well, how can you beat a guy that's constantly beating you, that's constantly putting gloves on you, that's forcing the fight? You know what I'm saying? You can't box
Mhm.
that, bro. He's trying to get in your wheelhouse.
In the
You know what I'm
perimeter.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's going.
That's why I said I think
Mhm.
Crawford's going to run because just like you
I
But
said,
he
see.
that
I see.
can't
pressure.
Well,
run when he get in the
well,
ring too long.
you know that fight or flight shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like, you know,
he's
sometimes when a
choosing
motherfucker's
flight.
scared, that.
He's
But what
gonna
I'm
flight.
saying, but
Yeah, he's gonna run.
what I'm saying is, you know,
He won't get too
when
far, I don't think.
you know, you don't have to worry about a dude that's not scared of you because he's gonna come to you. But them dudes that's scared of you, that's got that adrenaline flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Them dudes will fuck you up, bro. Like a cat. Like have you ever cornered a cat and that
Nigga go
motherfucker just
crazy.
hit your ass with a motherfucking 100? That motherfucker will scratch the shit out of you. Or a rat, that shit will bite through your ass to get up out of there. It,
That's hey
and that,
yo,
You're not lying.
and that's what I think Crawford is going to do. I think he's naturally scared of
But
Errol. He
But if
didn't run
Errol
for
can
this
take that,
long.
pardon me, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. My
You
bad.
good, G? You good? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but if Earl can take those check hooks and those counters, it's over for Bud. If Bud cannot hurt Errol, it is over for him. He
Talking
only
right,
has
bro.
a puncher's chance.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, you
So
know,
Right.
I think he's gonna try to check hook. You know how he likes to pivot. And if you watch Shakur closely, he fights a lot like Crawford.
Yeah.
Fights a lot like Crawford. You know, he
And I
likes
think
backing
Crawford
out in
fight like
circles.
Shakur.
Hmm.
For real.
And
Shakur
so
I
likes to
if
be
think
in the
even
pocket.
I think Shakur could beat Crawford.
see one
Yeah,
thing about
Shakur damn near said
My
he
opinion.
could beat him. Shakur damn near said it. He ain't gonna say it, but he damn near said it. But
But
Shakur,
that's my
I do
I
not
opinion.
hear
fuck with
y'all. I hear
Shakur,
y'all with
bro.
the comparison,
That's
but
my opinion. Nah, Shakur
Shakur,
beat.
Shakur feel like once he feel his opponent's power, he press it.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Shakur,
I don't mess with Shakur. Yeah, I don't think he got that power.
Yeah,
he
yo,
got more
Shakur.
power than Devin.
I need to see Shakur fight somebody real. But yo, Shakur's a beast, man. He's so smart. I know he can destroy Devin.
Yeah,
I know he
Shakur is
can.
a beast.
Yeah, he could destroy
y'all-
Devin. I don't know about Tank.
Yeah.
if
That's a
you
mega fight, Tank and Shakur at
if you watch
135.
if y'all watch Crawford workout, you know what I'm saying, you see what he working on. Because one thing EJ likes to do, like when he frame you up, he's working on those frames. He's working on scoring off those frames and pivoting. If you watch his workout, like when EJ ducks down and he kind of switches to the other side and he put that shoulder on you, I saw Crawford what he was working on. He was working on trapping that frame, that shoulder, and leaning on
Yup.
it and giving a little uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Right there on the inside. I saw that. I say because so EJ when he ducks, down and he try to put that shoulder on you, he wants to bounce off. He wants to float off on either side. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him working on that with one of the trainers. And I said, what I'm saying, he is really watching film. You know what I'm saying? They are really watching film on this and
Oh yeah.
they really putting pencil to paper and they really putting it in practice. I saw that. I said, because what EJ does, because when he try to get you on those ropes, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to put that shoulder on you. He's trying to get that leg on the outside or the inside or however he's trying to pin you. And Crawford, he wants to, what I'm saying, that left hand on top of EJ shoulder and give him a little uppercut and then slide off to the side using the leverage, what I'm saying, with his left
So
hand. So
pull.
I said, man, this is smooth, bro. I said, he's
So
really trying
pull.
to. Mhm.
So pull. So it's safe to say that Terrence Crawford needed that tune-up because Mean Machine kind of fight like Errol Spence. I give him a little bit of Errol Spence, but not totally like Errol Spence. He got that pressure. You know what I'm saying? He cuts off the ring a little bit like Errol Spence. So I think that Mean Machine shit. Oh no. What's the Mean Machine? Who's the fuck? I mean, not Mean Machine.
David, I've been sneezing.
Alvin Sneezing. Yeah, that dude. They kind of similar, but Alvin Sneezer is not that strong. But Mean Machine is that strong, and he did put Bud down on the canvas. So
But you know the difference,
I'm
Mike.
thinking, what?
The difference is this, and I'm gonna say this real quick. This is the
Mm-hmm.
reason why a lot of the old school boxers don't like Errol. They say Errol got the Mexican style. See, the Mexicans, they come forward. with constant pressure. They never stop.
Right.
But Errol got that style, and he's an American black fighter, so he got the slick style too. That's what makes Errol so different, because he got the constant pressure
That makes
and
a
he
lot
got
of
that
sense.
slick
Well,
boxing shit too.
let me
But
tell you,
that's Spence's repertoire. That's his shit.
Errol Spence style is it's what James Brown used to call coraza. It's a mixture of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
What Derrick James said? You know what I'm saying? What's his style? He'll bust your ribs. He'll bust your face.
He gonna
I
break.
thought that was the most smoothest shit I ever heard. I said, what style again? Yeah, his style is
Hey,
he'll
y'all
bust your
watching? Y'all
ribs.
watching this?
He'll break
This
your
Alexa
face.
Rosa fight?
Say that again.
Yeah, I'm watching that shit.
Y'all watching this Alexa Rosa fight?
Nah,
Negative.
I ain't
Negative.
one. I
I'm
just
watching
got
that shit.
in.
I'm watching it.
The main event started.
Yeah, they scrapping.
main
Yeah,
event
they
started.
scrapping. Alexa Rosa doing this thing though.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
but
thanks for having me, Paul. I'm gonna get on that. Yo, watch that fight, yo. I appreciate you, man.
Indeed.
Well, no doubt. Man, Alex Roach, man, he, right now, I mean, they building him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that dude. I mean, he's pretty good,
I
but he
want to see
ain't
him
that
fight
dude.
the slick fighter. What's called Slick?
Right.
What's his
You
name?
know, so if you,
Dude, he fighting Slick.
I mean, you put him in there with somebody, you know what I'm saying, like a Terrence Crawford, he would eat him alive, bro. He'd eat him alive. You know, Alex Roach ain't that dude. That's why I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm interested on this fight right now.
Yeah,
And I want to
trying to
see,
make it,
and I want to see your boy Stanionis and Ortiz go at it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
gonna be a good one too.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna be
gonna be a
July
tough
8th
one
in
for
Dallas.
Ortiz. That's a tough one for
That's
Ortiz.
another 50-50 fight.
Alex Roach is
Yeah,
still up.
Stanionis got a chance.
He's still up and coming. He's still up and coming. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't, I don't think he's gonna be a big deal when it comes to the he's like one of them really good journeymen right now to me, because I don't see him having any special effects. You know what I'm saying? He
Who's that?
fights somebody like a Boots, Alex Rocha. You
Oh,
know what I'm
Roach.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't, if he fights somebody like Boots, it's over for his ass. You know what
He's
I'm saying?
definitely
Boots tear his
behind
ass
Boots
up.
and Virgil Ortiz.
That's why they put
Right.
them against
That's
When Crawford move up, yeah, it's gonna be
unless
Juan Ennis and Virgil Ortiz.
Hey,
unless
Paul,
mhm.
since you just mentioned Boots, I have to say this, and I got to give Terrence Crawford credit for this. Terrence Crawford just dog checked the shit out of him.
Yes, he did.
I
He
saw that.
just,
Yes, he did.
man, listen, man, he just dog checked the shit out of Boots, and that shit was sad. And
Yeah, it
what
was crazy.
what it looks like to me with Boots, I love Boots, bro. I love him, and I was really hyped on Boots, and I still think but he got a lot of work to do. But Terrence Crawford just checked the shit out of him, and he sounded like a scared child talking to Terrence Crawford.
He was
Right.
starting.
Oh, for
Well,
real? When is
Yeah,
that?
he
But
definitely.
well,
that's Boots.
it was on Gillian. What's his name? Gillian show.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
But
was on the phone, I believe.
yeah.
yeah,
But Terrence
but
Crawford checked the shit out of him, dog. Like
Gerard, yeah.
they like
yeah. Well, what made it sound crazy was that Booth said 2000. He been calling him out since
Since
2018.
19. Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
nobody knew who the hell Boots was except for us. You know
man,
what I'm saying?
that nigga was on the potty in 2018. Nobody knew who you was. You think you
He
was getting
might have
potty
been.
trained.
He might have always
Mhm.
been Ray Robinson corner.
Yeah, I mean, because so he just kind of played himself a little bit, trying to press the issue. He needed some. They see all the fighters need to go watch Club of Lane. They need to go watch Rocky
Three.
So it's safe to say.
Three.
It's safe to
three,
say
three.
Boots was
It
clout
don't let
Hey,
that
chasing.
statue say
Boots was
alone.
clout
before you
chasing.
come at somebody, do your research, man. Go
Man,
watch Club of Lane, bro, and get your
man, that's
hair.
all you gotta do is
Go out
watch
there and
Club of Lane.
get
Hey,
your
Paul
mohawk. You know what I'm saying, and get
was
into the
Boots.
spirit.
Hey, Paul
Hmm.
was Boots clout chasing then.
That's what he made it seem like that, because he
Yeah,
said
that was clout.
2018. I've been calling you out, and Crawford, said cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro.
Crawford kept saying win. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
man,
he's
her
like,
being he's
win,
like
He
win.
said
win. He's
plenty
like,
of
man,
times, a
it's
few times too.
2018. Man, no.
But look, we know.
Crawford put that boy in this place. Crawford put him in this place where he need to be. And that let me know right now, you not ready, Boots. You not ready, bro. You're not ready with the trash talk. And you're not ready with the skills. Like, we see what you do, bro. What you doing? Look who you doing it against. Boots, I love Boots, but he's not ready. No, he's not. He's not built like Spence or Crawford. He's not built
I
like
was
them
at his
guys.
But
last
but
fight.
see,
His
but
last
this
fight
is the
wasn't
thing when you trash talk with niggas, it's got to be plausible. Like
Yeah,
because we know Bud will cap just to win an argument. Because when he was arguing EJ, he said and EJ said, "Man, we saw your wobbly legs. You know what I'm saying? You got wobbled by Gamboa," and he said, "You got wobbled by El Campo."
Campo.
And
And
everybody like, "What? Wait a minute! He destroyed Ocampo in one round.
yeah.
What is he
yes,
talking about?"
correct.
Campbell
So
did
you
not
know
wobble.
when you put Bud on the spot, we know he will cap on your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he will lie. The nigga will
Try to
lie.
get a point
You know what I'm
across.
He
He
saying?
kept he
lied.
kept it real with Boots, and he put Boots in his place. And from that conversation, I don't want to hear nothing else from Boots calling these guys out. Get your weight up, Boots.
But you know, we gotta do that though, bro. We can't, even though he ain't there yet, he got to do that. You know what I'm saying? The next generation, or like the Keith Thurman when he went to Palomar and he said, "You better not duck me, son. You better
Mm.
not duck me." Man, that
Oh,
made it.
that's
That
who
made
he said it
everything. That
to.
was
But shit,
everything,
Paul.
bro.
Paul. I don't think, to be honest with you, from what I heard from that conversation, bro, I think Boots just calling them out because that's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
I don't think Boots really want it.
I do. I think he won it. I
Honestly,
just think he's not
honestly,
good at trash talking.
see, honestly, when Boo said that, I was like, yo, let me see some receipts. For real.
Well,
I ain't never heard of you calling out
well,
Bud.
yeah. I've heard him and
Like
EJ. He been
recently
Like
calling
though.
once
out.
or twice.
He
Correct. Yes.
been
Recently.
calling them out. But what I'm saying is he is
Recently,
high
not
risk.
18 though.
The problem
Alexis
is
Roach are beating the shit out this brother.
that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Why watch that bullshit? You know he gonna beat that dude.
I mean, I
Come
love
on,
boxing,
bro.
man.
No, no, no,
It's
no,
not.
no.
Hey, Bull, it's boxing,
But
bro. It's
I know,
boxing.
but I'm just hearing what I'm saying. Like they building up dudes
Oh,
now.
hold on though. The brother just came back and fucked this nigga up with like a quick 3-piece at the end of the round.
But you know that's one of them setup. That's one of them setup fights. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's like
And
Yeah, like Rolly and Ryan.
I wanted to tell you that too, Paul, because you said how ESPN be setting these fights up, and I wanted to respond to that, but everybody was going. But yeah, Golden Boy setting these fights up too for Alexis Rocha. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And yeah,
mm-hmm.
so I wanted to say that when you said that earlier. This is definitely a setup fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
So I mean, I'm tired of fights like that. I want to see. You know what got me like that? Watching the Devin Haney Lomachenko fight. That got
I
me
ain't want to
wanting
talk about
more. That got me wanting the real fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no more setup fights, bro.
do
Or
you
yeah,
think?
I
building.
must
Hey,
agree
Paul, do
with
you
Yeah, no
think
more
Devin?
showcase
I
battle.
think me personally, I think Devin need to rematch him. What you think, Paul?
I want to see a rematch too, bro.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see.
Just because we're older fans. Because when anytime there's controversy, you got to run it back, bro. Just like in real life, when you went out there and that nigga was a little bit too much than you thought,
Yeah.
and everybody thought your ass. They said, "Man, you kind of lost the fight, dog." No, nigga, we got to run this back tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
I need
see
to
your
see that.
ass. Meet me outside. Meet me
I need to
outside.
see that
You know what I'm
again.
saying?
Mhm.
We got to
Yes,
run this
sir,
back. I
gentlemen.
can't have people. I can't have the narrative that I got my ass whipped, bro, and everybody
Yep,
looking at me, bro. We
yep.
got to run that back. Now, if I
And
was,
one of the
if,
best and one of the
but I,
best boxers in the world did it a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? We doubted Mayweather. Nah, you ain't winning that shit. He ran it
now
back.
if I were Devin, I understand Devin, you know what I'm saying, because Lomachenko kind of gave him the high, you know what I'm saying, the high horse, you know what I'm saying, when he got the WBO and there he had to suffer being called a damn email champion, you know what I'm saying, and Loma with a different way. And I understand if he, because niggas, they real human beings, you know what I'm saying, just like with Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Thurman, right? You know what I'm saying? He not when he was chasing Thurman, you know what I'm saying? Thurman gave him the hot, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You ain't on my level shit. So now that he's the man, once he get by you, it's like, nah, nigga, I can't mess with you like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm to move on. But everybody's calling for it. And I think that'll be a big fight, even though the pay-per-view flopped. I think it did like $150,000 or something like that there,
Yeah,
pay-per-view
yeah.
stuff.
$9 million gross on the pay-per-view. $3 million gate.
Bust.
So,
So
so
Man, Bud would destroy this nigga, Alex Rocha, dog. Like, dude, he fighting right now is terrified of him,ด, and he hitting him with these crosses.
Yeah, he
Like,
covering up.
but
man,
look
Bud
here, my
would
friend.
destroy this dude.
Nobody here is surprised, bro. Nobody
Right,
here is surprised. We
right.
would be
Right.
covering the fight if we would be covering that fight if it was something, bro. You know what I'm saying? We already know that's one of them setup fights. So we got a bigger fight we're trying to talk about here. You know,
My
so we
bad, my bad. Yeah, you
no,
got
no, 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 no. You good? No, I understand because I thought about it because I had the zone thing pop up on my phone. I was like, I'm not watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it ain't no goddamn way. I'm saying we got all this exciting news going on, and Alex Roach is fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's like,
he just dropped him. He just dropped him.
Who got dropped?
Alex Roaster just dropped the brother.
Oh,
yeah,
you know.
He threw.
yeah,
They about to
yeah.
stop.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all designed for, bro. It's like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
We
they just
already know.
stopped it. They just stopped
Once
it.
you see what
They just
Alex
stopped
Roach will fight like, you know what I'm saying? He's a Mexican, you know, he's a basic Mexican fighter, bro. If you put him in there to the next level, he put him in there with a Boots or Ortiz, he gonna get ate up, bro. He
Yeah,
gonna get his ass. He gonna get his ass toe up, man. Because it's nothing special about him.
yeah.
Jose. No, he's at 140. You know what I'm saying? All these guys like Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? Even though he fight at the top level, but since the killer's been coming into the league, you haven't seen Jose Ramirez get in there with nobody. Because you know you got Matias. Matias is tightening the assholes of a lot of these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because he's real. He's the real deal. He's coming in as a killer. Yeah, Matisse. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when you
Yeah,
have
Rocha,
talent,
Rocha needs to step it up his next fight though. These last two fights he fought, like say he fought Young. I think he fought this other dude from the island, McKenzie. He got to step it up, man. You know, at least fight a Blair Flair or somebody next fight, man. You can't be fighting these guys that you've been fighting the last two
Flair,
fights. You talking about you number one in the WBO, you ready for Crawford, man. He got to step it up in his next
you know
fight. At
how
least
you
Blair
know,
Flair. Get
you
him
know
for
how
the next fight.
you know how you know when you're starving for boxing when you watch Blair Cobbs and Hooks and what's his name Hooks when they fuck. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better than this, man. You know, we got to do better than Maurice Hooks. Yeah.
Tucker.
Man, you know, yeah, Hooker. Yeah, I said we got to do better than this. Now we starting to get quality fights, and you just don't want to see this kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Build up fights. I want to see Keyshawn Davis fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson mix it up. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the good matchups. Now we've had enough
Don't get
of the
the
fluff.
boys on that,
We
boo.
had enough
We're
of the
not.
fluff, man. You know what I'm saying?
enough for the fluff. God damn it.
Now it's
Frank
time to
Martin
get
got a fight
real.
coming up. You heard about his fight getting announced? He fighting some guy from Germany on July 15th. He gonna main event a card. A guy named Artem. I can't even try to pronounce his last name, but he's from
Who
Yeah, his
that,
Germany.
last
bro?
They're
name
gonna
is
fight
crazy.
July 15th.
Who that, bro?
Frank
What you
Martin.
talking
He
about?
got a fight
Oh,
lined up for July 15th
July
against
15th.
it's a
Got it right.
WBC eliminator fight in 135 pounds. Some guy named Artem. He from Germany.
Yeah,
So
correct.
I ain't fighting on the
And
Spence on
see,
the card. Shit.
they're not really trying.
I don't listen. I love Frank Martin, but I don't think he's ready for a tank.
No, he
But
ain't
we got
ready
to
for
find
tank.
out. These guys are like 28. They should be fighting now.
Yep.
28, 27. They
Yep.
don't wait till you get 30, bro. Don't do
Yep.
like Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. Well,
But Errol,
Earl,
Errol wanted to fight them guys. I just don't think. From what I've seen from Frank Martin, he's a good boxer. He's nice, but I don't think he's ready for no tank.
well, I mean, whether he's ready or not, he's got the skills to test Tank. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? People,
Correct.
you know, I don't care if Tank knock out everybody in the first round, bro. We watching what skill level they fighting at. You
You're
know what I'm
right,
saying?
Cole.
And if they got the skill level, get in there because he's 27, bro. And so we don't want to wait till these dudes get old before they get tested. When you looked at um Hearns and you looked at them guys was in their 20s when they fought. You see what
But
I'm
Frank
saying? They
Martin,
was
but that's Frank Martin's fault. He started late. That's his fault. He started late.
no, but what I'm saying is he just like EJ started late too. When them
No,
skills
EJ got his champ. No, EJ ain't start late. Frank Martin
he
started
said he
late.
started with he said when no EJ started late, man. He
And his
really
team,
did.
EJ started his
He
team.
didn't fight when he was a kid. He started when he was like 15, bro.
No, I'm talking about when he got his first championship. EJ was what? Earl was like what 26,
28.
27 when he got his first
No,
will it
championship.
be Kell
what,
Brook?
what what I'm
Yeah,
trying
Yeah,
to
Kell
say to
Brook.
you is most of these guys like Keith Thurman, they've been fighting since they were seven. Tank, they've been
yeah,
fighting since they were children.
yeah. You
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this shit is a reflex to them. Devin Haney, all these guys been fighting since they were children. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you meet basketball players that have been playing in sports since in the Pee Wee leagues or the football
Yeah,
players,
yeah,
and they got an innate understanding of the game. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? They got an advantage. You know what I'm saying? So, for Frank Martin, some guys are just super skilled. They just on another level. You know what I'm saying? Athletically, they can pick things up. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do with it. They can skip steps. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're just that gifted. You know what I'm saying? And I think just like Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, when they put him in the amateurs, they kind of gave him the you know what I'm saying, they've got the system behind him, and he was able to get all the championship fights, and he had all the skills to do it because the nigga was a pro in the amateurs. You see what I'm saying? So with Frank Martin, I mean, it looked like he got all the skills in the world. I don't know if he could beat Tank or not, or Shakur or any of the top guys, but he's definitely one of the top guys at 135 in my opinion, because he got that coach, Derek James. Derek James transformed motherfuckers into warriors. You know what I'm saying? He got a warrior factory over there. I mean, I'm interested to see what he do with AJ. I'm interested to see what he do with Ryan Garcia. I think he's going to make them do some better fighters. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it don't take away from what he do with Jamel and EJ, because his stable just got a little bit bigger. What do y'all think about that?
So I think he can handle it though. He got about 5 world class fighters. He got AJ, Errol, Jamil, Ryan, and Frank. So he got 5 fighters. He probably got some other guys on the lower
Yeah,
level.
I'm gonna
Those
say,
5
yeah,
main guys he has. I think he'd be able to handle it. Speaking of Ryan Garcia, man, he just answered the call off from Rolly Romero.
oh
He said,
yeah,
"Let's do it, man. I'm ready for it."
and
So
that was
hopefully
a
that fight will
setup
get
too.
done.
Yep, definitely was.
That was a setup too, y'all. Y'all saw that. I already knew when he said I'm going up to 140 and Rolly got the belt. I said that's the only fight they're gonna make
Yep.
because think about it. Say in your mind intellectually, who else in that weight class they're gonna allow Ryan Garcia to fight? Because if he
But
fight anybody like a Matisse
he
or
got his ass whooped.
there you go, or Regis Prograde or maybe even a Josh Taylor, he gonna get destroyed, bro.
Well,
You
we
Hmm.
know what
gonna see
I'm saying?
what they ain't do for the young fella. Shit.
It's kind of like he's still part of New Edition. You know what I'm saying? He's still
Rolly
playing
was
the
Rolly
Candy
was the easy
God
route
That's a
for
funny
for
analogy,
Ryan.
on
boy.
my way.
That boy ain't
Looks
made the
so
Bobby
sweet.
Brown, huh? Roman, yeah, that boy still in the group, huh? Singing Candy Girl, huh?
Oh
Popcorn Love and
shit.
all that.
Yeah, but see, he want to be Bobby Brown, but he can't do it. So he ain't got it like Bobby. Bobby
My girl
stepped out
so
on
sweet.
there.
A
You
candy
know what I'm
treat,
saying?
right?
You know what I'm saying? He got to stay in the bubble gum. He got to stay in the group because he ain't that special. He ain't David Ruffin.
Oh
He
shit.
ain't David Ruffin. He's still in that 135. He's still in that 135 category, you know what I'm saying? With Loma, with Teofimo. Teofimo trying to break out. He probably the Bobby Brown of the group, of the 135 group, because he's trying to step up, but he looking bad, bro. Like Bobby, he on that dope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
He
shit.
on he on that dope, man. You know what I'm saying? He looking bad out there, stepping out from New Edition. You know what I'm saying? You remember when David Ruffin came back? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. The nigga wasn't ready. You
He
know what I'm
never,
saying? hmm
yeah,
But see, I think this fight is gonna be the best year of boxing, y'all. I
yeah,
think I think I think it's guaranteed to be. I'm talking about the best year for boxing because, man,
That's a fact,
we
bro.
Yes, it
we
is. Yes, it is.
we got the best welterweights,
Mm.
man, in the world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting. We got two. We've been waiting for this. It feel like they say 4 years. It feel like it's been 6 years, 6 or
Yeah.
7 years.
This shit so good, bro. I
yeah. We
love
Can't
don't
this
wait.
get these
shit.
type
Can't
of
wait.
fights come around too often. Like I said,
And,
you got
and,
two of the
Right.
best fighters in boxing facing off with each other. The
and
winner, in
maybe
my
I'm just
opinion,
a
gonna be number 1 pound for pound fighter.
That's gonna
maybe
be
I'm
the
just
biggest
a
fight this year. I hope it does better than the Tank and Garcia joint.
Maybe I'm just a boxing nerd, but I just feel like they should have a parade for this shit for some reason.
A parade.
You know what I'm saying? Omaha, and Texas. God damn it, they had them out
Yeah,
on
they
the
need to
floor.
do a tour. Yeah, you're right. They need to do a tour.
It feels. I don't know. It's a lot of young guys in here, and I was a baby when what's his name, Muhammad Ali and Frazier fought the first time. You know what I'm saying? You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
wasn't born.
It feel or Hagler Hearns. I was around when Hagler Hearns and Sugar Ray and Hearns fought, and it feels like that, bro. It just feels the energy, the two killers. You know what I'm saying? Coming face to face. You know what I'm saying? I mean that build up, bro. you know, say imagining what how this fight is going to be. Is it going to be a fight? Is it going to be a technical type of situation? I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a fucking brawl, bro. I think it's going to be just turn out into a damn, you know what I'm saying? Just a shootout. You know what I'm saying?
Errol gonna
Between
walk.
you think,
Errol
hey,
gonna
some
walk this nigga, bro.
some people, but you know, but like you say, you know, if he catch Earl in between punches, that's his shit. That's
That
what he
don't mean
do, and
shit. Errol got a chin, bro. Errol got a chin. Yo,
I think he's gonna hurt Earl, and I think Earl gonna have to
nah.
just like
Keep
when
his composure. Keep his
when
composure.
well, I think he will, but I think like when Danny Garcia, like it was a point in the Danny Garcia fight when Earl was putting on that pressure, but he was putting on the high guard and he was cuffing his head, and Danny caught him with an uppercut, and you could hear it on the camera because it was a close up, and the shit would say boom, and you know EJ just kept moving, bro. He just kept that
Eat
pressure
that
on there.
shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Eat it.
yeah.
Come on.
Tough
Come
motherfucker.
on, man. Come on. Yo.
He trailed his ass on the ropes when he got hit with that uppercut, and that's what make me believe that when Crawford do hit him with something, and he don't react, he just keep coming. You know, you remember when he hit when Mikey Garcia hit him with his best shit at the end of the round, and he kept walking toward him, just putting up his high guard and kept coming to him and
Correct.
shit, trying to mentally break him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I like EJ style, man. He is a straight beast.
Killer.
You know
He
what
a
I'm
killer.
saying?
He's a
He's a
killer.
straight beast. You know,
Make you
smiling
quit.
at you.
He's gonna make you quit. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
gonna
and
look around Derek James when he's sitting on
he
that
he
stool like,
breaks
yeah,
people
nigga,
down.
I'm
He
about to
literally
kill
breaks
you.
people
I'm
down.
about to get you. You don't want to go out on your shield. Trust me. Just
Mm.
quit right now. That's what he mentally fucks you up, bro. That's why I
I
fuck
mean,
with him, bro.
like he looked psychotic in there, man. Because
Mm.
when he got hit by Ugas, he started smiling and shit.
It's like he
I was
enjoys
like,
that
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Mhm.
at first I thought he was just embarrassed, but nah, he feels I'm finna get in this nigga ass. This nigga did not
Right.
just knock me into the damn rope. See, he said, you know
I
what?
don't
I'm
know if
finna get
y'all
in this
seen it.
nigga ass.
I don't know if y'all seen this, but let me know if y'all seen this. When Errol Spence got hit, when he dropped his mouthpiece and Ugas hit him with the two piece and he ran into the ropes, did you see Errol Spence like stop the ref from coming in? Said, nah. Errol Spence was like, nah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? He ain't let the ref stop the bout. You know what I'm saying? So he can pick up his mouthpiece and all that. He kept it moving. Like, let's fight, let's go. You know what I'm saying? You caught me. It was a good shot. You know what I'm saying? The ref told you to stop, but you still hit me. It's all good. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's go.
Hey, listen to the cop killer said, Mr. T said, I'm predicting a lot of pain is going to be inflicted on his fake Aquaman, his fake ass
Facts.
Aquaman, who is about
Facts.
to by the big fish. That boy crazy, right? Yeah, Gans. Yes, you in blue, bro. You are a wrench, bro. Officially, you are in blue, my brother. He says top rank match, Bud. Until they couldn't match him, he said no more. So after the natural ass whipping Bud about to get, top rank ain't gonna take no responsibility. You know, I said, what's going on, coach, with the winning team? He said, oh, his resume real good. Like that shit. Oh yeah, I'm way up in the color. Let me get down to the bottom here.
Cash Crypto. What up, Cash Crypto?
Cash Crypto in the building. Troy Moore, you know what I'm saying? The Real Six
Hell
team,
yeah.
Six
That's a
Productions. What's
fact.
going on, bro? Eric, but man, I got all the folks here, man. What's going on? Eating the remix. What's going on? Yes,
Smash the
sir.
like.
Every Micah Don one in the building. Charles Thompson in the building. Oh, let's see. Charles Thompson says, "Pool, you will be very disappointed on this fight. Crawford will win this fight." Yeah, man, you don't even believe that, bro.
Yeah, he didn't even sound confident.
Yeah, nah, that Charles don't. He trolling and shit, man.
He
Mike
stuttered. He stuttered writing that one.
Myron said, hurting Spence, don't stop
That
him.
shit didn't
We'll
sound
see
confident at
him.
all.
We'll see him buzz, and he keep coming. That's what I'm saying, Mike Rhythm. Um, you know, EJ is a tough Texan, and I'm from Florida, and you know, I'm married. You know, so I'm married to a Texan, and they some tough, rugged people, man. You know what I'm saying? They some, you know what I mean? They just are. They're very country, and they you know what I'm saying, but they sophisticated, but they you know what I'm saying, they very natural and genuine. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not fake and shit like that. You can come here from anywhere. You don't see. I lived in Atlanta for a long time. It's a lot of fake ass people in Atlanta, and I know they come from different places. You know what I'm saying? Because most true Atlanteans, you know, they kind of like Texans. You know, they just kind of comfortable with who they are. And when I came here, man, they just welcome you with open arms, nigga. Long as you eat pork and barbecue, nigga, you in there. You know what I'm saying? To become a Texan, nigga, if you one of these one of these weed eating ass niggas, you ain't gonna make it here in Texas, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you one of these woke ass, you know what I'm saying? When they invite you to the barbecue, nigga, you better eat some ribs, better eat some tater salad, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You in there? They watching you, nigga. They looking, nigga. Don't say shit about their tater salad, nigga. You already know how that go. Yes, sir. If you don't fit in, nigga, they will let you know, nigga. I don't like your ass, nigga. Let's see, get your ass up out of here. Let's see, Coach Joe, what's okay with when he said this fight ain't 50-50. Always say who you fight and when you fight them matters. I say that too, bro. I say that too. So, you know, what is up? What is up? Is it a hate for EJ with the myth behind how good Crawford really is? Because I know all of us watch film and all of us watch, you know, the quality of opponents. It's like, are they just capping, or do they see what we see, or they just hope that this fight would never come so they could make content out there? Because I'm forever searching for the real narrative behind Bud, because we see he can't sell no fights. So I don't think he got like a huge fan base like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like people who do love him, they're very passionate about him, like on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, dude, it just don't match. It's like somebody who got 250,000 subscribers, but their videos only do 500 views. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, it just don't match, bro, to me. So I'm like, what is it about? Why they keep trying to amp this dude up over EJ when they see EJ is fighting the top competitions, the dude that Crawford didn't want to fight? And it's like, how do they not acknowledge that? Because, you know, throughout boxing history, your opponents matter, right? Your opponents matter. You know what I'm saying? If you're fighting weak dudes, we can't give you credit for that, dog. No matter how much you try to say them weak dudes are better than, you know what I'm saying, the top guys, right? We already know who were the top guys at 147 back then. And EJ went after each and every one of them. He didn't fight one guy and get 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? He went to each champion and pulled the belt. So they're trying to negate giving him credit for that. You know, because I was looking at Tim Bradley. And Tim Bradley's like, oh, he didn't come for Bud. He went and fought that guy and that guy. Yeah, the dudes that Terrence Crawford should have been fighting. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that he should have been in the ring with. You know what I'm saying? Your ass retired because you didn't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. So, you know, it's just a lot of capping going on by omitting people who don't know the history of watching boxing and what happened back then. And they just kind of use that ignorance against people. And that's why I say, what is going on with boxing today? When the tough fighters like the Devin Haney's who are going for it, are trying to get all the competition that they can, and soon as there's a lull in their career, people want to take advantage and just make up narratives. I've just never seen, maybe because we didn't have social media back in the day. I just never seen it like this. You know, I guess you was in your own silo back in the day, watching the fights with your friends and family and stuff. So you just didn't know that this, you know, the bigger part of the world, it was this kind of fuckery going on. What do y'all think about that, man? 'Cause I'm just like, you know, come on, man. The guys who are trying to make the fight, the Deontay Wilders, the guys who want all the competition, Jamel Charlo, David Benavidez, the guys who are really trying to push traditional boxing, they don't get the respect that they supposed to get. And I just don't understand this shit. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, it's too much fanboyism in the sport of boxing, man. You got people that ride for certain fighters, and no matter what kind of evidence you put out there as far as, hey, man, this guy here that they want to fight is doing all he can do to make the fight happen. He's fighting the top competition, and their competition is lacking. They don't want to see that. They get on their side, and it's like they got blinders on. They don't want to admit the truth on what them guys are not doing, who the guys are not facing off with. They kind of, oh no, Bud doing this, Bud doing that, Bud is pound for pound number one. You know, Terrence Crawford don't have to prove anything. He's former undisputed at 140. It don't matter about what he's doing at 140. What's he doing at 147? Who has he fought at 147? He hasn't fought anybody outside of Sean Porter, and that was a Sean Porter who had 1 foot in the ring, 1 foot into retirement. But they
Same
don't
with
want to
Kell
look at
Brook.
all that. So that's part of the
And
problem. Too
they
much
and they had to
fanboyism in the
and they
sport of
had to
boxing
make it
nowadays.
Yeah.
and
They
they
throw
But not
logic out the window.
and they had to
but
mandate.
not just but not it's the propaganda that ESPN, their writers, the ESPN writers is the prop it's how they guide the propaganda. They kind of like give the haters a cue on how to talk or what to speak on. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they don't put like they got I think they got Loma over Shakur Stevenson on the pound for pound list. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Putting Inway over certain fighters and like, bro, you nobody can name none of your opponents. They can't even pronounce their names, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you this dude that's gonna stay on the pound for pound list. So it kind of like the system is being
Hello? Hello? I don't know that. Hello?
To your name and shit? Yeah, we here. Technically, but
Yeah, I thought.
nobody ever brought that shit back to my crib, man. Niggas ain't gonna bring that nigga in. Keep
Hello?
the nigga bring your shit every time. I mean, I'm still here. I don't know if anyone hears me.
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I don't know what's up with Paul and yeah, oh yeah, he left.
Yeah,
He
he might have to dip out for a while. He might come back. But yeah, he
Yeah, he
makes some
will.
good points.
Definitely.
hmm Like I said, you got two fighters that are gonna be squaring off July 29th. It's gonna be an epic matchup, man. Can't wait to see it. I heard a little bit of news about the undercard too. They say Isaac Pitbull Cruz gonna be on the undercard. He gonna be fighting some guy named Giovanni Cabrera. So I don't know if it's gonna be a co-main event or what, but he definitely gonna be on the
Cabrera.
undercard.
my Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, all right. We hear you, Paul.
Yeah, he gonna be on the undercard. Pitbull getting a lot of shine since that Tank fight, man. They try to put him on all these big fights on the undercard, a lot of these pay-per-view fights to keep his star shining bright. Let's see, man. I don't know if they're gonna set that fight up if he win the fight versus Cabrera. They set up a fight with him and Tank at the end of the year. I don't know if that's gonna be the play, or it could be the see how he looking on July 29th.
Yeah, man. So I think this fight, I think this makes up. This is gonna make up for a lot of the fuckery that we've been watching. You know, like the Alice Rocha fight, for instance. You know, like this is gonna make up. Cause see, I'm talking about something that pushed the sport forward. A fight that means something. We talking about undisputed, y'all. Don't y'all understand? We talking about undisputed that has never been done before in the 4-belt era. That's what we
First time in
talking about.
history. Correct.
First time in history, bro. And it's moving the sport forward. To get 4 belts, you know what I'm saying, for some really good competition, bro, it's impressive. That's why I'm impressed by Jamil Charlo. I think he should be celebrated more. I think he should get more respect for what he's done. Because some of the people that he had to go through, like Madonna, what's his name? Rosario? Rosario, man. Castano. But what I'm saying is, we didn't know Rosario had a soft stomach like that. I mean, but Jamil
he
exposed that
exploited
shit.
that.
He exposed that shit. But that dude can hit. That dude can hit like a ton of bricks. And he had to go through them. And he had to go and show people, you know what I'm saying, what he was made of. That's why I respect his run so much. You know what I'm saying? But he's not getting the same respect like a Marvin Hagler. He's not getting that respect, bro. It's just like they just waiting for somebody to come along. Go ahead.
Why they won't give Charlo his due, because he had it out with that one reporter from ESPN after the fight. He called him out, and after that they just blackballed him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they just blackballed him.
We stood up with him. I remember that we stood up with Jamel.
Oh no, the people got him. Well, the people got him. I just mean as far as putting them on pound for pound and just recognizing them as one of the best.
The media almost dragged him a little bit. They almost dragged him a little bit, but we stood up with him though. We stood up with him, and they tried to really get with him on the Tony Harrison loss too. Like he ain't all that. We still stood with him. So yeah, because
I don't even feel like that was a loss. I don't think he lost that fight.
Well, like like Jamel Charlo, what the media need to do is be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Take a little time. Sometimes learn how to be a damn reporter. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then you can get some damn interviews. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Right.
Jamel
Right.
Charlo is off the chain, bro. He is good for boxing. He is
Mm-hmm.
excellent. We need a motherfucker like that. Crazy, willing to fight anybody, tough as nails. You know what I'm saying?
Talk more
That's
shit down a
boxing.
little bit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we need that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You shouldn't get blackballed for uplifting sports. See, they want everybody to be like Lomachenko, or they want everybody. They
Right.
want good Negroes like Crawford, somebody who ain't gonna
That's
say
why.
something too far out the way.
That's
hmm
why I don't. Like I feel Devin Haney. I feel Bill Haney for having his son apologize for political purpose, but then at the same time, the catch-22 is I don't feel them for having them apologize. Yeah, say what you, because everybody else is patriotic for their people, but when we get patriotic, man, I ain't gonna let no white boy beat me. Canelo can say I'm not gonna fight no Mexican. That's prejudice too. Shit on by
Right,
default.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit. But we can't be like that about us.
No,
Crazy as
of
fuck.
course
I'm
not.
being like that
Look,
about us.
it's because we don't own no media, bro. We don't own
Mm,
shit. They know we only got one avenue to go, and once
Mm.
they cut that off, I mean, look at the Ringside magazine bullshit. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
50 and Shaq need to
Uh,
come on and get BET.
Yeah, yeah. Look how they doing Devin Haney with the put it in the box and send it back, and they don't respect black fighters, bro. They don't respect them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko is getting more press in his loss than any win that he had.
Correct.
Isn't
Yep.
that incredible?
It's
They trying to make
ridiculous.
him the damn hero in a damn loss. That's what the dynamics that black people got to deal with in boxing. He's getting more. He's a hero because he lost. You know what I'm saying?
It's
right.
Uh,
ridiculous.
let me see. Let me get this super chat by JV, man, my brother from another mother. His $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, "How do you think DJ is mentally breaking down the first 3 rounds versus Bud, and what is DJ going to do to prepare EJ to nullify Bud's attack?" I think. See, one thing I noticed about Derrick James, he have his fighters. He makes sure they're fundamentally sound to the point where it's like ultra instinct inside of him. See, and then he works off from there. Whatever he sees, he said. I'm just listening to what Derrick James said. He said, "Whatever your opponent do," he said, "you just prepare for it." He's a man of
What's
very
it
simple
say?
words.
Good. Pack up all
He
your
said. He said, "Once you
Mm-hmm.
prepare for something, he said he watched the tape, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever he sees, he get EJ and make a plan from it." So what do
Mm-hmm.
we see from Crawford? Let me see. What was your first part of your slide? So what do you see? Derrick James is mentally breaking down for. Well, number one, you got to deal with Crawford movement. You know what I'm saying? You can't give him space to think and pot shot you. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
press the fight. So you're gonna and what do EJ his best thing he do is tactical aggression. You know what I'm saying? Pressing forward, throwing punches while he's on the move and cutting off the ring. So I think he already
Right. That's
pretty much got
what
that down. He's pretty much
mm-hmm.
got that down. Next, he's got to worry about closing the mid-range distance because we know that's where Crawford like to step back and do his rear counters, or he like to do a sweeping right hand. You know what I'm saying? And he likes to run you into shit once you're coming forward. So that's what Derrick James is going to have to nullify. Stepping into the mid-range, not overcommitting. That's another thing that he's going to have to work on with DJ because he overcommits a lot in fights. Somebody got the phone ringing in the background. Listen, mute your mic. You know, what I'm saying, who's ever ringing the phone, please mute. So that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to like really to nullify Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying, from being able to counter effectively because see, Bud don't come forward like that. Bud don't come forward. He's always moving backwards. He's always trying to
Yeah.
counter. He's always counter off your mistakes. So what
Mm-hmm.
EJ got to do is limit his mistakes. Either he's got to make big mistakes, take that shot, and then work off that, or he's got to catch and shoot. And I think he's going to do a lot of catching and shooting. I think he's going to do a lot of holding and punching when it comes because he got to make it ugly because he wants to make sure that Crawford don't have the room to circle the ring. You know, because Crawford wants to do a lot of pivoting. I see that from his training. He wants to do a lot of pivoting, and because he don't want to do a lot of running, he just wants to pivot around in a fucking circle. And I
That's
think
what I say. Full count. He's a master of pivot. He's a master of the lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? That's how he be knocking niggas out.
But see, the cool thing, sometimes, like when you have a smooth boxer, and we all know this from boxing history, we can name some fights like what's his name? Dan Forrest, the one that died in Atlanta.
Brandon Forrest, my boy. That's my
Brandon
homie.
Forrest. And what's the guy named that when you are just a fighter,
Yeah,
he could
Mayorga.
not beat that dude. He couldn't beat him. He was a beautiful boxer.
He could beat Shane Mosley though, but he couldn't beat Mayorga. Shane Mosley could beat the hell out of Mayorga. But
Mayorga, right? Yeah.
When
couldn't beat Vernon.
But my point is, when you're a beautiful boxer like that and you use your legs, the best thing for you is a fighter. You know what they say, you fight a boxer and box a fighter.
Right.
And EJ is one of the best fighter, but he's he could do both. But see,
I think so too.
But for Crawford to be successful, you know what I'm saying, he can't let EJ cut the ring off on him. That's why he's doing a lot of pivoting, a lot of extra pit, like he did with Sean Porter. But see, he was able to do that to Sean Porter because he was tired. You know, Sean Porter that wasn't trained up like he was. If that Porter that fought Errol Spence Jr. fought Terrence Crawford, he would have beat Crawford ass, bro.
Right.
He would have beat Crawford ass because Crawford only works good off your mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something, Paul, Cal. Let me ask you something. So I've been hearing that the people bring back up the Kenny Porter stop the fight. My new assessment. Let me see if you get what I assessed. On that second knockdown, it became a 10-7 round, and Kenny Porter. I mean, he it was obvious that Sean Porter would need a knockout, and he wasn't nowhere near close to getting a knockout. So he just throw in the towel. They're like the fight over with anyway on that second knockdown. That's what I assessed on the rewatch. Like he could have, like a lot of people saying Sean Porter could have got up and continued to fight. Even if he'd have got up and continued to fight, he still lost the whole fight from that knockout. That was a 10-7 round, and he was already behind on the cards. Like, so he far behind now.
And you know the Porters are super smart. You know what I'm saying? They veterans of the game. So I guess he figured, why go out there and get hurt? You know what I'm saying? Trying to savage a fight. You know Sean Porter ain't gonna knock nobody out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So yeah, go ahead and call it a night. Yeah.
You don't have the power like that to knock out anybody like that. And Bud only get better once you get hurt. He get more confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Once you hurt, you know what I'm saying? He's coming in for the kill. Now that's when he's coming forward. That's the only time y'all see Crawford really comes forward. Even when he was fighting Benavidez, you know what I'm saying, Jose Benavidez, you know what I'm saying, he only really started when you hit Bud, he'll come forward. Now if you give him a good shot, he'll start coming forward. You know what I'm saying? But
what they gonna do about those eyes, man? On high cheekbone, what they gonna do about them? This shit's gonna close up, man.
I was talking about that the last live stream. Because Kell Brook had him lumped up, bro. Just in the little rounds. I think he got him out of there.
4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, 4 or 5 rounds. He got him up, and his face looked like he had been ran over. It looked like somebody backed over his ass again, bro. I was like, what happened, bro? Did they make hamburger out your face? I mean, his eye, the muscles over his eyes, like he had hematomas or some shit over his eyes. I was like, Brooke got it like that? I was like, God damn, Brooke got it like that? I mean, like he was jabbing them and shit, but I was like, come on, that wasn't that kind of power on that shit.
Brownie.
Man, what you talking about? The chocolate? Y'all remember when EJ was eating the damn chocolate brownie, bro? Y'all remember after he beat Brooke ass, he was eating the damn chocolate brownie?
Yeah, he beat him, yeah.
Man, EJ is stupid, man. He's stupid cool with it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I ate them shit subliminally. That's what he was saying. I ate them chocolate brownie, boy.
Exactly. Yes.
And he did because
I think he can eat a lot of Terrence Crawford punches, but my thing is Derek James is to not chance that. You know what I'm saying? Because Terrence Crawford pretty strong, man. You know what I'm saying? And he been knocking out grown men across the ring from, even if they've been cab drivers and some halfway good or whatever, they still been grown men. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it correct. He don't knock them out. He TKO them.
Yes.
Right. He flashed. He flashed.
And that's important. That's important because Kell Brook got hit. He hadn't been at 147 in how many years? Right? So he hit Porter and just knocked him down. He wasn't like disoriented or he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like when Julian Jackson hit a nigga, that nigga gone.
Yeah,
he was back his head is cleaning up the canvas, right? Yeah. He ain't knocking up. He ain't got it like that. He ain't got it like that. So when people tell me he knocked out his let's look at what kind of knockouts he got, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's not gonna knock out EJ, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Unless EJ just come in there with his eyes closed and his chin up like Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Because Ugas was tagging EJ, and that's that ring wrestler that we've been talking about. You know, is he gonna come in there?
He crazy as hell, right. Man, crazy.
Right. So is he gonna go in there on? Because this is EJ weakness. He's a cowboy. That's his weakness. He's a cowboy. Let's just keep it real.
What's July gonna be for him, Paul? It's gonna be 13 months, like it was for Terrence Crawford versus Dave Avenesian. Is it 13 months? Is it gonna be 13 months? When last time?
15 months. 15 months.
It's gonna be 15 months.
It's gonna be April last year.
But I'm gonna tell you, but y'all got to look at it like this too. That's rest for his body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has been in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? Now I know people don't like when you bring that shit up, but he has been in a couple of car accidents, and when he works out, see, and this is the problem. EJ, when he works out, he's a fucking Saiyan when he works out, and it's hard on his body. He's a fucking Super Saiyan when he's working out. He's like Vegeta or Goku. That nigga be in there working hard. Correct. So he's one of them dudes that's putting. That's why he probably haven't been with Blu-ray. Cause Blu-ray, y'all see how Blu-ray work out, man? That nigga crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm on Instagram with him, man. Like, man, I can't work out with your ass, nigga. I can try to do some of that shit, but I'm glad I ain't in the gym with you.
Blu-ray ain't nothing but a muscle.
That nigga can do them one-hand pull-ups.
Exactly. If he go with Blu-ray, this gonna be terrible. I mean, I think it's already gonna be terrible for Crawford. But if you go with Blu-ray and you start seeing them traps and shit blown up and shit like a gorilla, you know what I'm saying? And the traps is on halfway up his neck.
It's gonna be
what I'm saying? Bro, you remember what he looked like against Al Jerry? I guess Al Jerry should have did like that nigga that went against that heavyweight when he went up into the ring and he just walked out. He just turned around.
Check this out, Paul.
Yeah,
anybody on the panel, answer me this right here. I was on my boy 8 show today, and it was a dude talking about EJ fought Van Heerden at 54. I thought it was 40. It was 47, wasn't it?
Nah, was it?
It was 54.
54. He did fight one time at 54. I just don't remember.
I thought it was 47.
Yeah, well, I thought 47.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what was it, Paul? You said it was 54.
What's that for? What?
I think it was 47.
For the Chris Van Heerden fight.
Yeah, no, I
thought he had been at 47 since 2011.
No, yeah, that was 47. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed he do. You know, so if you check weights when they come in, it was at 147. You know, that's the one where Chris Van Heerden was telling you a little bit about what it's like to fight EJ in the ring. When y'all remember he was talking about the jab, said he wasn't worried. He said he could take. Now he beat the shit out of Chris Van Heerden, y'all.
He was the guy with the green trunks. I remember
his whole body was red from the left side to the right side.
Yeah,
and he but he was talking about the jab was the problem. He said that jab is like 80% hard, bro. He says like it's just constant pressure. And I was just like, damn, well, what about when he was tearing your ribs up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like you was in there, man. He was laying it into Chris Van Heerden like with much leverage. And I wanted to see him go ahead and knock him out, but the ref stopped it. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. Yeah. Man, I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I want to
So yeah,
see.
why boxing fans don't talk about that? Why the refs not continuing the fight? That's why EJ ain't got many knockouts and a lot of them stoppages. He probably would have killed most of them niggas if the
Yeah,
ref would have let
maybe
them
Yeah,
shit
that
go.
because
saved some
look,
lives.
that nigga caused internal damage, bro. You know what I'm
Mental
saying?
damage.
He
Mental.
is he is he is the new body snatcher, bro. Mike McCullum, I think, was the first one, and he is the new one. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
body attack, and that's why it was so vicious that Crawford had to mention it to him. He said, "Don't come in here with that body stuff." You know what I'm saying? Wait, that lets you know right there. You know what that man do.
He's aware. Yeah,
He coming in there to
Terrence
break
is
them.
aware.
He coming at them ribs, bro. And he got
Right.
barbecue sauce from Texas. He got it. Let's see, Brandon House. He says Crawford old ass legs gonna show up July 29th. Say he ain't at 140 no more. He said EJ gonna hunt him down. And I think he's just gonna wear his
I
ass
hope they
out.
don't. He better have some legs. I hope he don't show up with some old ass legs. He better, but
Right.
Crawford, get on the treadmill, nigga. We want to see a good fight. Fuck wrong with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
We got to
he
see a
running.
good fight. Exactly.
Well, Bud is running. I don't know where he at. I mean, I didn't watch it all the way because I just got in, and I don't know. I see him running. He's training right now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he's out there running. He's out there. I seen him in the gym working out. Now I haven't seen no film on EJ training yet. So, but I know But they say he's training. You know what I'm saying? They say he's in the gym, and I've been wanting to go by there, but I can't find the address to the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to go by there, and nobody would tell me where the damn gym at. It's down there up Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, Oak Cliff is long, nigga. I don't know where he at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go by there and see if I can get an interview or something. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying?
Very nice.
Cash Crypto says those shots didn't even land clean on that knockdown. Hmm. And what's going on, Markman Smith? He says you just proved this going to be slow at the start. Now I don't think it's going to be that much of a fill out round. I think EJ got a lot to prove. Hopefully that don't get him hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to press the fight, because that's what Bud do. He downloads him and Tank. They kind of got a similar process. They like to see what you're doing, and they like to see how you're moving, what you're throwing, and what they can take advantage of. But I don't think EJ gonna give him time for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think Derek James see how Crawford moves in the ring, and he says he uses. He's an athletic fighter, basically like Roy Jones Jr. He thinks he does have skill, but he's the way he execute is more. He used more of his athletic ability instead of technique. You know what I'm saying?
And
What y'all think about that?
I think so. I think so too. So when you're an athlete, right? To me, it's like when you're an athlete that you could change your tempo. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that just know the skill is kind of just have the skill. They can't change the tempo. They can't jump as high as you, run as fast as you, turn like the lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? That zero turn. They can't do that. Like a person that's athletic, they can zero turn at any time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that like with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That he got that 0 point instinct. You know what I'm saying? And EJ do too. EJ fundamentally sound to keep that person at the gate. You know what I'm saying? A real athletic person at the gate. You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you this, DJ. What you thought about the first interview here that we saw between Terrence Crawford? I didn't get that when you came
with
in.
Stephen A. Smith.
Well, with Stephen, it disrespectful.
I think Stephen A. Smith. No disrespect to Stephen A. Smith. I think he was I think somebody wrote those questions up for him, because as he was reading them, you could kind of see that in his face, kind of like, well, these questions need to be flipped around. You know what I'm saying? Because he know he know better than that. But because I think Stephen A. Smith down with Floyd Mayweather and Errol Spence. I think he down with the money team, although he worked with ESPN. I think he down with them folks, But I do find those questions to be kind of I thought whoever wrote those questions up, whoever wrote those questions up, they was trying to help Terrence Crawford out a little bit, but they also, to me, I think they did him a disservice I think they did him a disservice because he knew he the reason why the fight was held up. He knew that Bomac and Bomac it's video with Bomac saying they took the easy route. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence said easy route stuff after him. Not only that Stephen A. Smith know Errol Spence faced all champions for to be in his position. So I think they need to do another interview with I don't know, ESPN is the last sports crew. So I don't know. I think they need to do another. Hopefully Showtime doing better. Hopefully the next interview they do with
what they were trying to do. What they were trying to do, they was trying to.
Hold on,
I think Last Stand should do better. My bad.
What did you take away from EJ demeanor and Terrence Crawford demeanor? Was it just another interview, or did you glean anything from what you saw? You know what I'm saying? Okay. How he was presenting himself, both of them.
So what I picked up was Terrence Crawford was trying to be in a comfortable space because he just came from over there with the ESPN family, and Errol Spence was like real careful on listening to what Stephen A. had to say because he was correcting him in some of his questioning and some of his, you know. So I felt like Errol Spence Jr. was he did that interview because to me it's kind of like, you know how Allen Iverson say practice, you know what I'm saying, and didn't want to come to the interviews and stuff. Like not Allen Iverson. What's the nigga name that was, showed up to? I'm just here for the interview. What, you know what I'm saying? I think that's
beast mode. Marshawn Lynch did that too.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch. So I think I got that from Earl. I got that from Earl. That's what I pick up from Earl. Like, it's part of the contract. I got to be here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all need to say what y'all want to say.
I'm gonna bring it to science about same question, but the thing that had me from the interview was EJ didn't have his hair combed, bro. Nigga had one comb.
You know you work.
I know that nigga mean business when you don't comb your hair for an interview, nigga. It's real. Go ahead, Simon. Go ahead, Simon.
Right. What I had picked up from it was they were trying to sell it as EJ had been ducking Terrence for a while. They wasn't really talking so much about making a fight in this last year. They were going back years, because you listen to Stephen A. He was like, you know, why it took us so long, 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He not respecting the fact that Earl went and got the other belts, and that's what he was doing. He's like, well, why didn't you fight Terrence then? You know, so he tried to sell it in that light, like, oh, you've been ducking Terrence. Why you didn't fight him? You know what I'm saying? Back when he was younger. Like they you know, it's just me. Like they're trying to build that narrative they're trying to build it up to where, you know, when he gets smashed, like he's going to, you know, you let him age out of the
fight.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man.
What you thought about EJ demeanor and all that shit?
Oh man, he's coming. He's all about business. He's like, it's been signed now. You can't run. You can't hide. There's no need for me to be smiling, shucking, and jiving with you anymore. He's like, we're gonna fight, and so just be ready, because he is. It seems like he's ready to go, man.
And that's what I'm talking about. So let me pull it up. Let's see. Hopefully my shit do right here. Let me see.
Hey, Paul. I'm about to get out of here. Everybody have a good night, man. Thank you for allowing me.
All right, my brother. Yeah, it is.
You as well. Thank you. Thank you.
It is getting late, but you know we don't give a damn. Let me see. Let's get into it here, because I put a video out, and let's see how that shit went. Let's see. Hold on. Can y'all hear that?
No, it's really low.
This is the fight of the decade.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Yes, bro.
Terrence Crawford, how do you feel about the fact that the fight is finally here? We know how great you are. 39-0 in your career with about 30 KOs. We know how elite you are. We know how elite Errol is. We know you've been wanting this for a long time, Terrence. How difficult has it been to wait for this fight, and how are you feeling now that it's here?
Oh, it's been very difficult, as you know. It's been frustrating, but I'm excited.
And I got so
I'm happy.
tapped out.
You know, the fans is happy. Everybody's happy. You know, we here now. You know, and I'm gonna show the world why I'm the best fighter on the planet. And everybody need to tune in July 29th to watch me, Errol Spence, go out there and put on a tremendous show.
Errol Spence, a lot of people look at you and they've said you've been the natural welterweight. As a matter of fact, people have wondered whether or not you was going up to junior middleweight on several occasions because you were considered the bigger guy. They've been waiting for this fight for a long time, but they felt, at least at some point years ago, that Terrence might have been a little bit smaller or too small for you because he was coming up from the junior welterweight division. Want to know your thoughts about what you think of Terrence Crawford and why and how do you think you're going to win this fight?
I'm a man of my word. Like I said, people thought I was gonna move up, but just like I told him when we encountered each other in Oklahoma, I said I'm gonna get these belts on my side, and I'm gonna come take yours. And you know, this is where we at now, and I stood on that. Even if it was leaving me standing out the ring a whole year, they trying to get me to fight other people. This is the fight I wanted, so I stuck to my guns and was like, I'm not fighting until I fight Terrence Crawford. So my team got it going. With me, I feel like my style is basically, you know, I'm not gonna say perfect, but it's very good. I got the jab. You know, I feel like I might be the stronger opponent. Great body shots. He has great talent, great skills, but I feel like my ability, my will, and my all around just being the better fighter, I'm gonna beat him.
Terrence, he just finished saying that he wanted to be a man of his word, that he promised you before he moved on from the welterweight division, if that were to ever occur, that he was going to get those 3 belts and come and then take yours. First, how do you feel about...
I promised the fans. I promised the fans.
My bad. You promised the fans.
You gotta correct him on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I promised the fans, goddammit. He letting you know what time it is.
Did you catch where he corrected him about what he was doing about getting his belts and you know what I'm saying, I'm a man of my word, because they tried to, you know what I'm saying, slide that in there. Mm-hmm. He's like, I went to go get these belts on my side and then I'm coming to take his shit. So he made sure that he got that clarified.
Him having made that promise and lived up to that promise. And what do you think you're gonna do to Errol Spence Jr. July 29th?
Well, I love it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, I've been wanting this fight. Everybody been knowing I've been wanting this fight. He said he was going to take the easy route and go, you know, handle what he had to handle. And he did that. So now, you know, he got to live up to his word and coming to take this belt. You know, the last one is always the hardest one. And I assure you, it won't be like none of the other fights.
He tried to take a little dig, but he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He tried to just allude to the easy route shit, but it didn't work out. He had to come back and say he handled his business. What y'all think?
Because he got them damn belts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna continue.
You know, he believed in his style. I believe in my style. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Terrence, a lot of us been talking about Errol for years because obviously he's undefeated and he's a champion. He's got 3 belts. We know how great he is. Even though we all recognize that you are great, there have been times when you and I have run across one another, when I've seen you talking to other people, and you seem to wear this belief on your shoulders, on your sleeves, that cats don't believe in me as much as they should. Do you feel this fight is like career defining for you? You've got to win this fight in spectacular fashion for you to get the respect you believe that you deserve?
Well, it's always like that. Every fight is you know, like that for me. You know, every fight is meaningful. Every fight is, you know, I need to win this fight. And I'm, you know, 100% certain Errol feel the same. So, you know, there's a...
Now, do you think he answering the question? You know what I'm saying? Or is he sidestepping the question? He's trying to conflate a lot of shit and just saying, yeah, man, yeah, You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't see me as that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
was
fighting.
deflecting.
Yeah, he's yeah, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, yeah, man, I got to beat this dude for my legacy. You know what I'm saying? This
That
fight is
was that
very
was
important. Hmm.
that was one thing that I gave Stephen A. props on because he kind of gave him a little dig right there too on people. He really he really wanted to say you haven't been fighting competition, and people are saying that. Like, what's your feelings on that?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and see, this is the thing that get me about Crawford because he's never just honest with the shit. He's deflecting. You know what I'm saying? He's not just saying, "Hey, yeah, man, hey, I understand how people see me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just fighting who in front of me. Just say something real. You know what I'm saying? Not Errol Spence Jr. probably feel the same way about every fight. Every fight is a fight that you must win. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear that shit, bro. You already know people look at you like your career pussy punk ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the level of opponents, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it real. This is the problem. And look like if you look at Terrence Crawford, look like he's been in training for a long time, y'all. He has been training his ass off. Look at his beard. Look at how he look. He's been training for a while.
There's a
He
lot
stay in
riding on this
tremendous
fight.
shape.
You know, this is the biggest fight in boxing in decades. You know, so of course, I want to go out there and put on a tremendous show and win in spectacular fashion. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm ready to go next week if it was need be. You know, but at the same time, everything has its time. The sun shine on everybody, and the sun gonna shine on me July 29th.
I'll throw this question out to both y'all, and Errol, I'll ask you first. We talk about the welterweight division here. You talked about, Errol, you just said something, Errol, a few minutes ago when you talked about this being maybe the greatest fight in the welterweight division in the last 40 years or something. Well, let me remind you of some of those fights. We got Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns. We had Hearns versus Roberto Duran. We had somebody, even though Pepino Cuevas ain't on that level, he was still good and he was a champion until Hearns put him to sleep in 2 rounds. We saw Alexis Aguero versus Aaron Pryor. We've seen a whole bunch of great welterweight fights.
And this fight up there with all of them.
Definitely.
When people talk about this fight, they're going to say Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. They're going to say Alexis Aguero, all that. This fight up there with all of them.
Where I was going was, it is right now on paper. But when you get in that ring, 2 undefeated fighters that's capable of knocking you out are going up against one another. So give us a taste of what we should expect to see July 29th based on the history that I just threw your way.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You see Spence Crawford, you see his body of work. You see my body of work when I get in the ring. Yeah, everybody already know. As soon as I get in the ring, I'm stepping. And I expect him to step too. We're going to put on a great show and a great performance.
This nigga said, I am stepping.
Yeah, right. Hey, you heard that last question? That last question when EJ said, I put this fight up there and Terrence Crawford agreed. Stephen A. Smith tried to flip the script. Bitch, you know that way you were going. Your question was finished. EJ answered that thing right. Then he gonna talk about he wanted to get into EJ talking about what he gonna do in the ring to Terrence Crawford. EJ, he's smart on that. Keep your game plan to yourself.
Well, what he was doing, he was trying to instigate an argument. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Try to get them to go at each other.
How you instigate an argument to a goddamn? You got them 2 dogs, them dogs on the chain in your backyard. They ain't gonna do shit. But you let their ass off the chain, they fucking with every dog on the yard.
You know what I'm saying? That's for showtime. They say for that for showtime.
Yeah.
It's one thing that's always impressed me about EJ is that he's really conscientious about history and his legacy, man. And like he's taking it serious. He wants himself set with those guys, you know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that those other boxers fear is that he's so conscientious of it and he's making the attempt to usurp everybody, so especially with the 4-belt era, like he wants his name plastered like with the greats.
Mm-hmm. They need to do an interview on the Porterway podcast so they can do how they was talking shit at the Maurice Hooker fight, because they probably ain't gonna be able to do that they probably ain't gonna be able to talk shit on The Last Stand. They really weren't able to talk shit on ESPN, but they can talk shit on Porterway though.
I mean, Porter, I like the Porterway podcast. It's just Porter talk too damn much for me. You know what I'm saying? He talk too damn much, and I know it's a talk show, but it's the fat guy that really keeps the show
Yeah, he
going.
be
Because
against Sean ass. He be chopping Sean ass off. Them nigga cool though. I like it though.
He said when he
like,
beat your ass. I mean, sorry, Sean.
like, I love when Errol Spence Jr. come on. He says, "Some people say I be hating on you." Yeah, you do a little bit, nigga. You do. You know what I'm saying?
Let
You
me
know,
ask
he
y'all
just
this.
oh,
Let me ask y'all this. How when do you think they made the fight? Like I know we just getting an announcement now. Like when do you think it was made? Like how long do you think it's been set that they knew it was set? Because I know EJ came out and said, "Man, I'm feeling
February.
played." I don't. You said since February?
Yeah, February. That's
Damn.
what they said. That's what they said. That's what that they was alluding to. They was gonna revisit the contract in February, but then the Keith Thurman narrative popped up. So I think during that time, that's when it was going on. During that time to keep everybody at bay if he would fight Keith Thurman or not. Then they threw another monkey wrench in the game with Alexis Roker. You know, so I think since February it's been going on. Remember Alexis Roker's not Alexis Roker, but with Now Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya stepping to Terrence Crawford. Yeah, that was back in around March, February, March.
I think Crawford been training for a while, y'all. I think he's been training. I think he's been in training. I'm just looking at him, and he looked like a dude that's just in deep training. You know, he looked tired. You know what I'm saying? You know how they look when they just exhausted. And I think he's been pushing. I think he's been pushing himself to the limit for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying, way before he accepted the fight, he's been training. And I think EJ's been training. You know what I'm saying? And I think they've been getting ready for this point. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that? You think your boy been in training for all these months? Crawford trying to get the weight on, trying to get the size so he can absorb those body shots from Errol Spence Jr. That's what I believe.
I believe so too, but I think they've been working on some other stuff too. Because although he had a little bout with David Avenese, he didn't look all that hot like that. He would be able to dominate Errol Spence Jr. From that performance. So yeah, I think they went right back to the drawing board after that. You know.
Well, I told you what I saw when they were showing the footage. You know, how EJ be ducking down and he like to frame you up. Where they were showing how he was cuffing the shoulder, you know what I'm saying, with the left hand, and then giving an uppercut, and then doing it on the other side with the right hand, and then giving an uppercut with the left hand. So they looking to negate that framing up shit against the rope, so he can pivot out to the side. And I saw him working on that and making sure he pivots in the middle of the ring. So he gonna try to do a lot of controlling. In the, you know what I'm saying, in the center of the ring, so he can stay off them ropes, because you know that's where EJ, that's his wheelhouse. That's where he's most effective. You know what I'm saying, backing you into them ropes, going to the body, and he's trying to look like that's what he's working on. Hey, somebody moving furniture and shit. You know
Some shit, I hear that shit too.
Somebody trying looking for a can opener or something.
I'm out here barbecuing late. My bad.
Somebody trying to get some beans or something. Shit, you gotta put them beans on there. And shit.
I think. Go ahead. My bad.
No, go. I was just going to read a comment. Go ahead, bro.
I was saying. I was about to say. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence gonna cut that ring off, but I think Terrence Crawford need to do some. He probably need to do some half ring training. You know, where you put the rope in the center of the ring and you stay on one side. You know what I'm saying? And you dominate one. He need to do some training like that, because EJ gonna make that ring just that small for him. He need to at least have a week or two of that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that kind of pressure up on him. If he gonna survive EJ. You know what I'm saying? Hell.
Yeah.
You don't want to be another victim, you know, at the end of the day. You know, even if he get hit EJ with some flash shit, the stuff EJ gonna hit him with is gonna probably, you know what I'm saying, take him up out of the game for a couple of years.
Now this is interesting. Eden the remix, he says Terrence got that linky dude strength. He says it's not coming from weight, it's coming from balance. Terrence is a leverage puncher. So if he catches you off balance while he finds his, he said it's a problem. Yeah, because Amir Khan, that's a perfect example of what you're talking about in the remix. When he threw that one punch and he was off balance, man, Terrence was beating the shit out of him when he was falling. Before he fell to the ground, he ate about 6 punches. You know what I'm saying? You remember when Amir Khan overcommitted and shit and got off balance and Bud was behind him and he came around and he just started beating the hell out of Amir Khan and stuff. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
I ain't the
I
only
thought the
one that
ref
watched the
stepped
fight.
in between it and gave him let him reset. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, don't leave me hanging out there, like, nigga. I know y'all saw the fight. It's
Yeah.
when the
So
city says
the ref. I think the ref. I think the ref was on Terrence Crawford's side because he was doing some. He was toying with Amir Khan on a lot of those rounds. On a
but
few
you
of
know,
those rounds.
he's a damn concussion victim, man. He's a damn walking concussion. You know what I'm saying? When the city says and said Ugas can fight on the inside and counter effectively. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Cash Crypto he says Modine, it will be exciting even though one sided. So y'all think this gonna be a one sided ass whooping like Errol Spence Jr. said? You know what I'm saying? He
Nah,
said it's gonna be one sided.
Nah, man. Everybody. I don't know why EJ fans. And I know Cash ain't. I know Cash. He like me. He a fan of boxing, but
One-sided ass
he
whooping, Paul.
see that's what somebody else. Listen, man. Terrence Crawford is a pro, man. He a pro. I know people say when he get punched, he want to engage into a fight, and that's gonna be bad for him. But I don't think and no slight to Bo Mac, but I think even though he ain't the best trainer in the world, I think he'll give Terrence Crawford some instructions not to engage, you know what I'm saying? Or when to engage, you know what I'm saying? I think but I think overall Terrence Crawford is too good of a fighter to allow EJ to beat him up in 5 or 6 rounds. And I also, vice versa, I think EJ too good of a fighter for Terrence Crawford to just step back and knock him out with some flash shit, you know? So
by the time 5 and 6 come around, if EJ's been working that jab effectively in them body shots, it's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping.
But what you're not taking into account, he got Bomac, but Errol Spence Jr. got Derrick James. Derrick James is gonna see something. He's gonna be
gonna make EJ adjust to some shit.
Bud is not gonna be strong, getting hit in the body. His legs are gonna be weak.
I want y'all to mark what kind of boxing word. If you see something where he can close out this fight early, you know what Derrick like to say, go get him.
Go get him, right. You see blood in the water. Yeah.
Go get him, Errol. And if he sees something go ahead.
I'm about to say they use Derrick James blood in the water. Y'all watch Team Combat League yet? Y'all ain't watched that yet? Team Combat League. That's
I haven't heard of it.
So Team Combat League is like you got Michael Hunter, his brother, Michael Hunter, the heavyweight, his brother. They got Team Atlanta, they got Atlanta Attack, they got DC got a team, Atlanta got a team, Vegas got a team, New York got a team, LA got a team, and did I say Dallas? And Dallas got a team. You know what I'm saying? So it's 18 rounds. Everybody get 1 round. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can do in 1 round. You might get 2 rounds depending on if you don't get knocked out and you make the cycle and stuff. But it's a good combat league to watch. It's called Team Combat League. It's on YouTube, and you can watch all the different all the boxers that we know that didn't make it. You wondering where they at? They in this little league or whatever.
Is that the one where somebody just knocked out? Damn, man, my memory, man. I smoked too much weed when I was young. Let's see. Well, I know. I seen. You know what? Damn, Barry Hunter. Damn. Yeah, I think I seen that. I can't cross it.
That shit fun as hell, boy. Kind of when you get a chance to sit back and watch it, that shit fun as hell to watch 18 rounds and them niggas be going for what they know. Like some of them folk you'll see and be like, you know, like I think Rolly need to sign up with the Team Combat League and Ryan too, Chris Colbert. They all need to be in the Team Combat League. They ain't good enough for Team Combat League is pros, but it don't count towards your record though. And they
General.
making money. They making money doing it.
Now, the one thing we talked about is we talked about the skills of the fighters, but one thing we didn't talk about what EJ got going on, and that's how he targets your eye. General Longhill says one thing that EJ does is if you notice he targets the right eye, the blind, your vision with his forearm across the left. He he's smart as fuck. Yeah. If you look at all, and this was so funny over the years after we was watching the EJ fights, they always had a circle around their eyes. You know what I'm saying? They always had a circle. And he's like, God damn, this nigga be snatching motherfucker eyes. Even Danny, you know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't get all his eyes, you saw the circle. He was working on it. Kell Brook, you saw what happened with him. Ugas, you saw his eyes. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he do be going after your eyes and stuff. That's why we call him, instead of the body snatcher, this nigga's the eye snatcher. You know what I'm saying? Because that jab is something else, bro. And that's why this matchup is going to be so good, bro. Because, if something ain't working, they can make an adjustment. And what I think who was it said this is going to be a fight of adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Some people say it's going to be fought by attrition. Others think it's going to be a technical fight. I think it's going to be a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? But I think the fight is going to break out early. That's just the way I feel about it. I mean, I ain't got no proof. You know what I'm saying? Got no sources and none of that shit. But I'm just looking at the way this nigga is looking up right here on this video. How he looking. He looked like he want to whip Terrence Crawford ass after all the bullshit, going into the ocean, talking about he's looking for the big fish, calling the man a bitch, calling him gay. I think EJ ain't letting none of that go. They say he has a bulletin board, you know what I'm saying, in his camp where he keep all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying, where he can look at it. And he said he keeps it for inspiration, you know what I'm saying, for when he trained. And I was looking at a Frank Martin interview, and he said sometimes he can't even keep up with EJ. After 2 or 3 days, he still got a high boxing output. He said he can't even keep up with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I said this dude is on another level. I never hear nobody talking about Crawford like that. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? They just say he's highly skilled. They say he's knocking out heavyweights and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I never hear him talk about how his determination or willpower is. I just hear he's super, super smart. He's super, super skillful. He's crafty. And that's all you hear about Terrence Crawford. And it's usually coming from his camp. You see what I'm saying? God damn, niggas, y'all must be sleeping. He said, it's okay, y'all sleeping?
Yeah.
So ain't no school tomorrow for y'all niggas. Y'all know that. He said the Real Sticks team production says, look at Hank Lundy versus Crawford. He says Lundy is a southpaw. Look at how he gave him problems. Yeah, Bud was just a little bit too big for him in that fight. Lundy plus, he's not like a elite fighter and nothing like that, but he got great boxing skills. One thing about Hank Lundy, he has speed, you know what I'm saying? He's got the skills. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, he don't have the power, you know what I'm saying? He don't have the build for it, you know what I'm saying? He's just a little bit too small, for Terrence Crawford. He was talking about how Terrence Crawford was big as hell in that fight. Let's see. Cash Crypto says Blu-ray said he trained for EJ for Pacquiao. Well, he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he did train him until he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Until he got that eye reckoning and sparring. You know what I'm saying? Because the way EJ and Derek James them spar, they fight. You know what I'm saying? They really fight. They don't just hold back. They go all out, and that's how he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? W Nivels, somebody mute your mic. Kind of like you're underwater. Let me see. W Nivels said Crawford basically ain't fought either. You know what I'm saying? He had more fights than EJ. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get in there against David Avasneezin. Dave Skates All Day says he said all the shit they talked about Spence, he was beyond motivated. This is his what? Oh, I know that dude in McGregor fight. The cabbie, or how he say that shit? Habby, whatever. Let's see. Eden Remix says, but Spence is always in balance. He says Terrence Crawford is going to be frustrated with him. Spence already knows too That's why he says it's going to be one-sided. You know, a lot of people only assume that EJ has to be set to punch, and I think he's gonna in this fight. Either he's gonna have to pick up the pace, and you know what I'm saying, so he don't have to like be set to get them high leverage punches, and he's gonna have to be more fluid. You know what I'm saying, to catch up with Crawford. I think Crawford is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna be on the high video mode movement. He's gonna be like really trying to stay out of distance. You know what I'm saying, in this fight, he don't want to have EJ pick up no kind of momentum, because that's one reason why he didn't want to fight in Texas, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? And have that, you know what I'm saying, that extra home field advantage. But EJ's gonna have to pick them feet up, you know what I'm saying, and cut the ring off on.
You still here, Echo? Did you drop off?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah,
I was trying to get a pull counter dropped off. He was talking about EJ got to pick his feet up and then he cut up.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like I say, when EJ say he gonna come in there stepping, man. He gonna come in there behind the jab. He gonna be looking to back up Crawford, get him against the rope and go to the body. So it's gonna be very interesting. You know, Crawford gonna be trying to punch in between those punches. Huh?
It'd have been a hell of a fight had it been in Dallas, though. I know it's gonna be all right in Vegas, but if it had been in Dallas, man, it'd have been electric in there, bro. Who y'all think the crowd is going? You think it's gonna be an even break in the crowd?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
That's still EJ playground right there. Bud Crawford.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you know, he part of that gym out there. You know, he sparred out. You know, like that's how he ate. You know what I'm saying? When he was out there at the Mayweather gym before he really got on and popping or whatever, he was out there going from gym to gym in Vegas.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be his crew out. That's gonna be his crowd out there. Now you're gonna have a bunch of you know, Nebraska gonna show up, because that ain't, you know, that's on the West Coast too. So Nebraska gonna show the fuck up. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, the celebrity count is gonna be insane, man. I think everybody gonna try to be at this fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of athletes there too, from the NFL,
so
NBA.
Watch this. EJ and Bud, Tank Davis, and Ryan Garcia, 10,000, 11,000, 13,000. Y'all niggas can't beat that. Why? Y'all niggas can't beat that. 10,000, 11,000, 13,000 a seat. Then when them niggas got the people who bought those tickets, they was reselling them tickets at 50 and 60 bands. Shit.
And people eating it up trying to get them things. It wasn't like you couldn't move it. It's like, you put it on the market, somebody grabbing it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
too many millionaires out here, right? It's too many millionaires out here. Too many stars gonna want them tickets.
You know,
yeah, I thought about going, man, but I said, man, it's gonna be too many people packed up in there, bro. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Chicken said he was gonna get a Chicken said he was gonna get a suite, some type of suite, some hotel suite, and do a little event. If people want to come out there and fuck with it, he say, you know, just go in with him here, get a suite and shit.
Man, I mean, it'll be off the chain to be there, but will you be able to really enjoy the fight being that close up on it?
I feel the same way, because I really want to watch it.
Yeah, I want to see every punch, bro. I don't want to miss nothing.
That's why I gotta watch it at the house. I can't even go out to the bars and stuff to watch it. I don't want nobody getting in front of me. The TVs ain't big enough.
And think about this too. Y'all remember when Tyson fought Holyfield? All the fights that were breaking out, and it's gonna be some fights. It's gonna be some fights, bro.
I don't really mind that too much. I'd like to see a couple of people mad throw it down after the fact.
Yeah, but if you got your lady with you, you know what I'm saying? You got your lady with you, man, and shit going crazy sideways, and niggas be bringing guns, and you know, like Tupac got killed, nigga, after the Tyson fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I forgot about that. It was out the Tyson fight, wasn't it, man?
Yeah, they jumped the dude. That's why they got shot. He jumped.
Tyson couldn't even live that.
They trying to cruise around and be chilling and shit. You need to go to where you need to be getting to.
I tell you, I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I mean, it's some ignorance coming. All I'm saying is,
no doubt, but I'm watching it at the house though. I got 75 inches pause right here at the house. So
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's what I say too. When I got my big
Thug
screen right
life.
here in front of me.
Thug life is coming, boy. I got keys coming from overseas. Cause a nigga
But I
doing
don't know.
it.
I have been enjoying them. I have been enjoying going to the bar though, watching the fights though. Them shit's been lit. I watch.
Yeah, no, on the average fight, I love it. I love it too. But on this caliber fight, I need to be able to. I want to hear the commentary. I don't want music playing. I don't none
He
of
said you need to be
that.
on some real boxing shit.
I'm being engaged, bro. I'm still in
That's it.
denial, y'all. I'm like, I know the fight's here, but I'm still in denial that it's really gonna happen, man. I hope Terrence don't pull no punk shit. Talking about I hurt my wrist and we gotta postpone. Let me knock on wood. I don't want to jinx us, but
Well, I think the mind games is over. He's held EJ down at 147. You know what I'm saying? As long as he could. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the game plan. You know what I'm saying? To make sure he's rusty. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for him to make 147. And just like Loma was trying to do with Devin.
I
He
don't
knows he.
understand why people don't recognize this out of that dude. Every fight that he has to have his opponent has to have a little asterisk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm better than you. It's always something with that guy.
Well, everybody wants an advantage nowadays. They don't want to fight you at your best.
Right.
They looking for, say any kind of advantage they can get. You know what I'm saying? Even Sugar Ray Leonard waited for Duran to blow up to 200 and something pounds. He waited for Hagler, you know what I'm saying, to have that fight with John the Beast Mugabe. You know what I'm saying? Before he felt like, he was comfortable enough with, what I'm saying, being able to move away from him. You know what I'm saying? So, Canelo, of course, that goes
Yeah,
without
I was
saying.
about to say that. I was about to say that. Pull. He tried that shit with Bivol. Thought he was gonna pull a little rookie, and that little rookie boy showed him that he wasn't really a rookie as much as Canelo thought he was.
But I mean, if you think about it, if you look at Bivol fights, you know what I'm saying, you say, okay, shit, he really, he did beat I think he beat Joe Smith, and he beat some dudes, but nobody was
John
really watching
Pascal.
Bivol like that. Yeah, he nobody was really watching Bivol like that. They slept on Bivol, you know what I'm saying? They thought he was just some easy, what I'm saying, up, straight and down white boy that he could go in there and bully and beat up his arms and beat him and shit. Bivol's like, hell no, nigga, I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I'm real with this. That 1-2 and his boxing knowledge, his boxing IQ is off the chain. And he learned that, you know what I'm saying? I don't even see him making a Canelo fight, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? With Bivol. They talking about doing it at 175 so he can protect his belts at 168. And I think that's total bullshit. And he got the WBC co-signing on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Where they're not going to sanction the fight at 168, right? So I mean, Canelo, man, he just need to take his ass on. If he ain't gonna fight one of those guys, you know what I'm saying, Bivol or David Benavidez or David Morrell Jr., he need to just go ahead and retire, bro. I'm just tired of the shit show that they got going on around Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter, but he's not. I don't consider him a great. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider him a great fighter. He said,
Yeah,
"Damn," he
right.
said
Yeah,
that.
we can go ahead and
Rick
go on home somewhere.
And open it up for the dudes who do want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I get the sense that David Benavidez, he will go out on a shield. David Morrell, you know what I'm saying? He got his hands full with David Morrell Jr. right there. That's going to be a hell of a fight. That's going to be the next major hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? They're already trying to get together on it. And that's what I love about them guys. They real fighters. Ain't none of this, I'm trying to weight drain you or, any advantage.
That old shit. I think a lot of those. I think a lot of not no slight to the Mexican boxers, but the people that's handling them. I think a lot of them want that. Want to be able to put their fighters in the space of the Floyd Mayweather type of monies and stuff like that. That's why they moved Canelo that way. He got his paper up. You know what I'm saying? But hell, it didn't last that long because now he ain't really no draw no more. You know what I'm saying? It didn't last that long. It lasts
Shit,
maybe like 5 years, 6 years.
He done squeezed all the damn juice out the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Once they gave him that bit network deal, him and Triple G, it was over for them competing as real fighters. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did fight, because they try to give him credit for Bivol, but see, he thought he picked Bivol. That was his first fight where Canelo picked somebody. to fight, and look what happened to him.
Cherry pick
You
wrong.
understand? Mm-hmm.
He cherry pick wrong, and then he dropped the ball on Cinco de Mayo. Like, bro, this Mexican Day, bro, you supposed to be like turned up. Your shit supposed to turned out for Mexican Day, man. That shit was trash, and going to get mad at the Mexican boxers for saying that he blew it. Like, yeah, bro, you blew it. Floyd Mayweather rocked Mexican Day for the whole time he was boxing, and it was how he was saying this shit. It was Mayday. That was his shit. It was Mayweather. I forget how he said it, but he was rocking that shit forever. That was his time. Oscar De La Hoya couldn't get it. Nobody couldn't get it. Now it's on Canelo Alvarez, and in Mexico, the shit still didn't sell. I mean, it sold because people was there, but it still wasn't as big as it should have been in Mexico with the Mexican assassin, if you want to call him that.
Let me ask you a question. What the hell is wrong with Teofimo Lopez? What is it here? What is his problem with black fighters and Teofimo Lopez? I mean, with Devin Haney, and you know what I'm saying? It's like he hating on a major. This nigga is hating on record levels, man.
When he said nigga, when he said him and Devin Haney had that conversation after that fight, and he said nigga, and all the black people and Mexican folk got into a little bickering about if Mexicans can say nigga or not. he started being on the side of the fence of fuck black people. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we ain't want him to be saying nigga. And for everybody who don't know what I'm saying, just go Google the clip, YouTube a clip of Teofimo Lopez saying the N-word, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He got a whole lot of backlash behind it, and he changed his flavor on how he kicked with black folk after that. His dad had been on that kind of style though.
Well, didn't they jump on him? Didn't he turn the corner on his daddy when niggas jumped on him and stuff? He left his daddy in the fray. His daddy was fighting for his life. Didn't he haul ass on his daddy?
I don't know about that one. I gotta go watch that down.
Yeah, they said, he hauled ass. See, he be talking that shit. But when it comes down to it, bro, you need to stay out of that kind of stuff, man. You know, T.O., he got a lot going on. He need to rebuild himself. You know what I'm saying? That's what he need to concentrate on, that, him and his crazy ass daddy. You know what I'm saying? They need to stay out of trouble, man. You know, and stop trying to ruin Devin Haney's career by saying it's a setup. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think that was set up for Devin? Because they talking about he signed the contract. He signed the contract like 2 days before the fight, which we found out that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? With Top Rank, we found out that wasn't true. But they putting these kind of narratives out there. It's kind of irresponsible, bro. And it shows a lack of character, you know, which these people don't seem like they give a damn about. I think he's just hating because it's Devin's time. He's finally, you know what I'm saying, getting all the limelight, and he's excelling. You know what I'm saying? He's winning.
You know what I think it is? I think T.O. is trying to put himself in the position of the heel to be hated by the black people, so that when he fights, he's going to be that Mayweather in reverse. I want to see him get his ass whooped so that his numbers go up. So he'll always have that opponent. You put me up against a black guy, oh, that's the racist. We're going to go watch him.
Right.
Yeah, nobody give a damn about T.O. like that.
I'm telling you, that's what he's trying to
beat
do.
up on black fighters. But he gonna have to. He ain't gonna beat up on no elite black fighters though. He gonna get his ass whooped every time.
Shit, he gonna get his ass beat by Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is gonna he's gonna drag Teofimo Lopez. Mark my word.
He want the numbers. He want the money now.
Teofimo Lopez.
Like Joey Cambosa did.
What's that shit the Scottish eat when they put the shit up the sheep asses and all that? He gonna put all that in Teofimo face. Haggis, truffle. He gonna put that truffle. You gonna put that haggis up his ass, man, for real. Josh Taylor ain't no joke, bro. I mean, you know, he gave Regis all he could handle, and I know Teofimo ain't fighting on that level right now. He looked horrible against Sandoro or Martin, right? He looked horrible, bro. I mean, and he was even questioning himself. Y'all remember the footage where he said, do I still have it? That was the most pathetic moment in boxing history, niggas. Do I still have it? You know what I'm saying? He said to his corner. So he's got a lot to work on, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting his confidence back. And I think Josh Taylor's the worst fight for him right now because he just don't look like the old T.O. He don't look like the old T.O. at 135 that was cracking. And look like his power ain't really carrying up to the next weight class. So, you know what I'm saying? He needs to just be quiet, go sit in the corner, go work on his skills, go work on his strength and conditioning and get himself back where he could do flips in the ring and shit. That's the most exciting T.O. we've seen so far. You know what I'm saying? We flipping in the damn ring. It's like, oh, that shit is pretty interesting.
Somebody need to make a meme. Somebody need to make a meme with telling T.O. Spain ain't never beat up Rome.
Oh my God. Let's see. Eating the remix says Gully the Kid told Terrence Crawford to his face. He said Spence fought better competition. That's why I like Gully. Gully he's an instigating ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He wrote all goddamn Lil Wayne lyrics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
Gilly. Oh yeah, Gilly. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lil Wayne turned up when he was fucking with them. But
he sure did.
They don't give Gilly the credit for that style. You know that, and everybody doing that style today. Everybody from the Young Thug to Lil Baby, everybody doing that style today. And Gilly gave it to Lil Wayne, and he don't get no credit for that shit.
That's the only thing I hate about this new hip hop era. See, in the back in the day, it was a shame to be using somebody else's style. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't, that's what Run DMC came out, you be biting. You know what I'm saying? You don't bite nobody else's style, nigga. You have your own style. You know what I'm saying? Come on. That's why you had Biggie's, he had a style. Tupac had his style, DMX got his style, Method Man, you know what I'm saying? The Wu-Tang Clan, everybody had their own style. These niggas, they rapping all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't understand it, bro.
You know what? Like even in this boxing thing, right? I think what the reason why Terrence Crawford ain't famous because he don't have no kind of style. EJ at least got the, you know what I'm saying, the rapid motion. You know what I'm saying, nigga. He got his guards up while he punched. You know what I'm saying, in one motion type shit. He got his little flavor. Tank David got his set you up, trap stuck to the side shit. You know what I'm saying. Shakur Stevenson got here, goddamn multiple combinations from any angle. Terrence Crawford ain't got no. I mean, he got the step back uppercut shit, but that ain't really no style though. You know.
Like I'm an old head. Like Dave Skates out. They said, you remember how you used to be out there popping and locking, and you couldn't copy the other nigga style.
Oh yeah, you couldn't do no nigga dance move. Hell
no. No, nigga, don't break it down. That nigga break it down and shit, and you go down with the knees and pop back up. You can't do that, bro. You gotta do something else. Gotta do something else, bro. But these niggas carbon copies of each other, bro. It's like, how the hell is that? I love Eminem, man, because he got his own style. You know what I'm saying? Right. His own style, and it's fresh as a motherfucker. I just used the 80. I brought fresh back, nigga. I sure did.
So what we gonna do about Devin Haney? We gonna have to give Devin Haney a style, cause he don't put the gold teeth in. He took them out since. Well, he put the gold teeth in, and he trying to find him a little identity, a little style.
Hey,
I think he just need to go and put a button up on and just be the good kid. Like, man, fuck all that villain shit.
He growing up. He growing up. You know what I'm saying? He done got him a little ass now, and the little Indian girl. You know what I'm saying? And he done turned upside down. Now he feeling some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Before he was just concentrating on boxing. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, all he knew was leather, gloves, sweat. You know what I'm saying? He got him a little ass. Now he want to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's what pussy do to you. It make you want to, smell yourself. Like, okay,
they gonna lose focus playing around though. Full counter. We don't see too many folks once they get a little taste of it. Shit, we been young before. We were young. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but you better stay focused, nigga. But I think I'm like, man, that kid just, you know what I'm saying, need to leave out whatever street, whatever, past they supposed that you supposed to come from to say that you identify as black. Like, nah, boy, cut it. You can go ahead and put it, dress up like Ben X or something about it, man.
I just feel sorry for these young boxers, the women that they got to deal with now. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just on some selfish ass shit right now, and they going on. Everybody, these women trying to move like Laura Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Using their beauty just to, come in and dupe you out your cash. It's like, when niggas are gonna get smart, man? I mean, a lot of the young guys are ruthless now. You know what I'm saying? You know, but some of these dudes who got money, you know, like what's his name say, you know, you ain't tricking if you got it. What his name, Ti. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
started that movement, that simp movement. You know what he
Mm-hmm.
does? Getting these IG models
You can
and
have whatever you like. That what he said. You can
yeah,
have whatever you like.
right,
Well, you don't shut your ass up, Tip.
right. But see, you know, because just like Jamal, you know what I'm saying? They're getting hooked up and it's taken away from boxing. You know, so they can't concentrate because they're too busy chasing these weird ass, high price, you know, women. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
they don't mean them no good. You know, you got to get somebody you can focus. You know what I'm saying? Your abilities in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You going through a lot of emotional shit. Like that's why Teofimo Lopez lost the goddamn belt to George Camboso because this old lady was just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, wow. Say,
That
bro,
nigga
man,
talking
you
about
know,
he had too much iron in the chest.
right? You know what I'm
Get your
saying,
ass out there, Theo. Yeah. That
man?
girl. His
So
daddy
you know.
said it too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once you've been training like that and you've been focusing on one thing, you know what I'm saying, and then you finally get some life and you're able to enjoy yourself, it's just overwhelming to these dudes. And they just lose something. You know what I'm saying? When you're not in the gym like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just kind of feel bad for the young guys because these women mindsets nowadays, it's not about being traditional and supporting and building their man. You know, they're all about themselves, what they can get, a Birkin bag and shit. And then moving on to the next nigga like Keith Thurman. That's why he trying to damn fight because he got to buy them fucking Birkin bags. You know what I'm saying? Instead of staying in the ring, fighting good competition until he can't fight no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, he get 5 million a fight or whatever, and you take off and shit. This is my comeback year. As soon as that nigga get a soft touch in the ring, he gone again, man. He ain't even worried about it. So you know that's what we got going on, man, with these little young fighters. I want to see Jamal get back. I forgot who he's supposed to be fighting. He said he'll be back real soon. Who is he supposed to be fighting, y'all? I can't remember what his comeback fight was going to be, but it damn sure better not be Selecki. I tell you that right now. That, that's some shit I do not want to see. Shalecki, man, that dude, he need to go sit his ass down and stop boxing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna check myself out. Pull up my phone about to die. I appreciate you for having me on.
Oh, no
Yeah, I'm
problem.
the
No
same
problem.
thing. I'm on 14%. I'm just
Yeah, I'm at
All right.
15.
We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I just got back. I'm off. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all know. And I appreciate everybody stopping by Pool Counter Boxing. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna probably come back on probably about 10 in the morning, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And just look out for my notification. You know what I'm saying? I
all right,
love
fellas.
chopping
Y'all
it up
enjoy
with you
y'all
guys.
night.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank you,
I'll see you
JB
then,
Sport,
Paul.
Mike Biggs Boxing in the building, everybody. DJ, man, thank you guys. W Nibbles, Dave Skates All Day, Ramen and Emily Jones, Eating the Remix, Cash Crypto, man, y'all my niggas, man. You know, W Nibbles, Joan Turner, also Jared Toner. I know he's turned up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could get Joan up here on the panel one of these days. You know what I'm saying? My nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? But till then, we're gonna come back 10 o'clock tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Bomack. Crazy as hell. Did you take? Nah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So when we come back in the morning, we'll talk about what's going on there. I'm gonna go check it out now so we can talk about it. Maybe I can pull something off of that. You know what I'm saying? But until then, tune in, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace out, y'all. Let's see. Yeah. All right, y'all.